Hello everyone, why is it on that screen? Hold up, something's wrong. What is happening here? Welcome in everyone, let us say hello while we're trying to figure this out. Why is it doing this? How do I even test? Okay, ta-da! This is the correct version of the game we're playing. Hello to Rai, Granny, Brengan, anyone who's lurking. Welcome back. It has been a week since we had an official stream. I mean, quite a lot of you were here for the unofficial stream, let's say, but we will keep that hush-hush, quiet. But yes, we're back in games. We're back without knees, thank you very much. That was an interesting phenomenon that happened last time, but okay. How have we all been doing? Welcome back to Montai City. Good news, everyone. The game has stopped crashing officially. At the trade-off of some things which we'll get to. But look as well, we have people in our city, we have people moving around, there are cars, like our population has grown since the last time we streamed this, and what have I changed since the last time? I think it was just this area, but we'll get to it when we explain everything. But yes, so last time we were working on this new neighborhood of Cubby Cliff called Cubby Heights. I did some tidying up since the last round, but not really too much detailing because, I don't know, I have been sitting in this game off stream, just slowly working on stuff, slowly diagnosing the issues we've been having. Just to sum things up, basically there is a mod that we're running that shows thumbnails of like all of the assets and stuff in the menus. That was causing the game to crash every single time I tried to load the game, so like I've switched it off now. The good thing is, not the good thing, the bad thing is, look at this, I can't see what we're gonna place down anymore, which is kind of annoying, and I don't know when they're gonna fix it, so, yeah, this is kind of why we're gonna be working on the things that we're working on today, which I will explain shortly. But yeah, so at least the game is running, at least the game isn't crashing. So, hello to Treasy! What if we just added more knees to this stream? No! Never again. Oh my gosh. Azzy, hello, welcome in. And thank you so much for shouting out my stream and stuff. I was still watching, by the way. And it was this kind of funny dilemma of I was enjoying watching your stream, but because I had your stream on my computer, I couldn't start my stream until I switched off your stream because then the sound would run through. So it was just a case of I was just sitting there being like, okay, I want to keep watching, but at the same time I need to start stream. So it just never started for a good extra minute. So, but hope you enjoyed a good old episode of Planet Crafter. Your build looks lovely, both yours and Sam's. So that's lovely, and I'm looking forward to the best trio that I watch on YouTube, which is Granny, Sam, and Azzy playing... Oh, what happened to the song there? Playing good old Ale and Tail Tavern tomorrow morning for me. It's the best way to wake up every morning, I feel like. It's, or at least on Wednesdays, is when we have that. So, okay. Running through what we've been able to do since the game stopped crashing, I have fixed some of this. I have done up a temporary industrial area near our actual build, just to get the game running like it's supposed to. Otherwise, there's not enough jobs and stuff. So all of our water treatment, like the utilities, the services, are all here for the time being. I also went in and started looking through potential places to, how do we explain it? Like, you know, design districts. Here we go. Okay, so I've gone and done this. So far we've only been working on this area. We've been talking a bit about Cubby Cliff. So that will be eventually developed. But I also went in to kind of plan out where we're going to have things. This is going to be a low-rise neighborhood, which we've mentioned on stream before. A stadium and arena is going to be here. This one we've also mentioned before. We've mentioned the Rattling Bog Valley. And new things that I'm considering, right, for this city. First off is a big box store area. If you don't know what a big box store is, think like, you know, in the States where they have Target and Costco, but the giant ones, or like an IKEA, like the furniture store thing. I'm thinking this area can have that, right? So we'll have some of this. And you may also notice I've got 3 different options of where a potential health campus can be. I am not sure where it's gonna be yet, so I'm leaving it open. As we are building and stuff, and as we are planning, if you feel like one specific option makes more sense than the others, feel free to just let me know. Because I'm not gonna build it this episode, but it's just for planning purposes, if you will. Thanks, you're blushing. Oh, but oh yes, Granny, how was the? Have you had a chance to play your Stream Deck? Stream Deck, no, Steam Deck. Oh my gosh. I get so confused by those two names because Granny has gotten a Steam Deck recently, and then I've been researching about a Stream Deck, and then I got confused. So, a store for big boxes, a big box of stores, perhaps even a box of big stores. Yes, all of the things. And we can even have factories that make boxes, you know? That's a thing. So, yeah, that's all I've been doing off stream. I've been letting the game run a little bit as well so that our population can develop. So, you may remember the last time we were on, like, this city, there wasn't much traffic going on, but it has built up now. We're getting lots of, like, taxis and new vehicles coming in from different cities. So, and it's kind of cool because I finally get a chance to see how all of my different intersections work. And potentially, I think we've already messed up in one road specifically, which is unfortunately my favorite road so far, which is Doe Lane. Because it looks so nice and walkable and nice, like with the trees. But I think there are too few lanes because, like, there's not much traffic right now. But at the moment, a lot of people are entering the city with this big road, right? As we can see here, Cubby Avenue. They turn in to Cubby Cliff Street, and then they turn left into here. And I'm noticing this road's getting a bit congested. So we will see whether I need to adjust this. You're playing it now, you've been obsessed. What have you been playing on it? The areas look so good. Thank you, Azzy. Thank you. And the names look good as well. Thanks to everyone in chat who has been giving suggestions. I need new names for what we're working on today, by the way. We're working on a new neighborhood, a new area completely. Were you going to offer to help with supply for the store of big boxes, right? Yes, are we? Give me a good rate, please. I heard there are many boxes you can get in Minecraft. Oh my goodness me. Okay, but yeah, so while Cubby Cliff kind of slowly settles in, everyone like kind of starts living their lives and stuff, right? I wanted to focus a bit more on a different area today, just to go along with the fact that it's going to be quite annoying to build without seeing what design like buildings look like. So instead of doing more building stuff today, I think we're going to focus on networks and connections. So roads, train lines. If I bring up, is it this one? No, the other one. Oh, that's another one we're going to get to later. Here we go. So, well, apparently nothing's showing. Let's change over to here. So I've shown this on stream previously, but this was my little design file that I was using to kind of document everything we've been kind of like doing in this save. So this was supposed to eventually go on Instagram. I've just not been touching it for months, but yeah, so just things that explain a little bit about where the city came from, what are the like key areas. So that's Mount Owl Bay. That's going to be our actual city center area, which we will be working on a bit today. And then we went through and explained like Cubby Cliff. Oh my gosh, this was before we built like the entire district center. Look at how much has changed for context. So like this is here, like that. So you've got quite a bit of development happening since I last worked on this file. But that's lovely. It's nice to see the city actually starting to grow. And then, oh yes, so we did a little bit of the like transit map concept plan and stuff. So today specifically, I want to focus on actually like planning out more of this, because this was done before I had like Cubby Cliff Central developed, and some of the spacing and the networks may not make that much sense now that we have a better sense of how things are size-wise. So, if I bring it back here, right, we are going to focus on the West Owl City Center District, if that makes any sense. Basically, this whole city is made of different owls. We have like West, East, South, Mountain Owl, North Owl, what do we call it? And each owl will have like a mini city center that makes up the entire of Mount Owl Bay. So we've got like West, North, South, East, you know, all of the things. Today we're going to work on West Owl City Center District, so hopefully that makes more sense. And specifically, I want to lay out the train station, the rail lines, and figure out how to connect Cubby Cliff over to here, because this was, oh my gosh, so many cars. This was actually what was left by the original like map. So like this whole highway. I don't normally design highway entrances like this because, as I will show you in a bit, Singapore's highways don't work like this. So let's see what we can come up with. It's gonna be a casual, maybe slightly boring thing because it's all gonna be road related, but hopefully it's something that you can relax to. For Granny's case, it's hopefully something you can fall asleep to. And hopefully it'll be a fun time for everyone. Okay, so let's catch up with chat a little bit. As he really likes the street too. See, so that's the thing, Azzy. I don't want to touch it, but I feel like, okay, let's observe, right? I don't think we're getting much traffic at the moment because we're past rush hour. But this might have to eventually become like a 2+1 lane road because everyone's turning in and then it's causing a slight like congestion issue. Okay. Granny's playing Fields of Mistral. Now that sounds kind of familiar. I feel like you mentioned it on your stream, but I don't actually know what it looks like. As long as it runs on your Steam Deck, fine, that's good. You only have small ones, small blocks, small boxes. Okay, what a hoot. Are we okay, Azzy? What's happening with the owls today? Can the roads look like an owl? They can look like an owl in some areas. Is it because of the... like here? We can eventually have a neighborhood or a district that is based on owls. We have a Cubby Cliff area already. So, that's potentially a thing. Okay, let me bring up my windows again. This one? There we go. To explain a bit more about the whole highway situation that I'm familiar with, okay? So, again, if you are new to this series of Montai City, I'm actually building, like, that city inspired by my trip to Taiwan. So, it's not like a replica of Taiwan, but it's taking pieces that I found very interesting or distinctive and applying it to, like, how I normally build a city. So, we've got that influence. We also have the influence of me just living in Singapore. So, if I just show you a bit about how our highways work, if you will. So, our country is really small. It's like 50 kilometers wide. It takes you an hour to kind of drive from the like corners of the country. So as you can imagine, land is scarce. It's like the scone or scone kind of situation. Case in point, this area is actually two of the new towns that have been developed in the last 30 years in Singapore. So it's split by the highway, right? But the older town, the older area here is called Sengkang. So it's like, I don't know the exact translation, but all of the like kangs and things are because it represents like canal or drain. So we had an older area which is Hougang here, which is actually the area I used to live in. So that meant like the back of the drain or the back of the canal. And then Sengkang means something else. I don't really know what it means. And then we have Punggol, which is the newer one. And as you can see, it's very dense. So many high-rise buildings. All of this is like, I would say 80% of it is public housing blocks. So yeah, all of it's kind of really dense, really small, really squeezy. But you may also notice that our highways are a lot of this sort of configuration where, okay, so the TPE is the name of the highway, right? And we've got like the normal stretches, and then you've got a way of getting out of the highway, right? Maybe let's use this one as a better example. So most of our highway exits here are this sort of H-shaped expressway layout where you exit here and then you either turn left to keep going, or you have to like stop at a traffic light to turn right before you can go like along your merry way. Which is something I've realized is not a common thing everywhere. So if we jump over now to, oh gosh, it's very far away. Where is it? Oh my gosh, my friend is in Taiwan right now and I, like, I am jealous. I actually asked him, he was like, oh, I'm actually looking for a camera lens at the moment. Can you help me see if it costs, like, anything, if it's cheaper there? Turns out they don't even sell it. Where do we have highways here? Okay, I struggled to understand how Taiwanese highways work because when I was looking at it, it felt like there were no exits for any of the highways. Okay, so here we go. Here's an example of like a different style of highway, which I don't really understand how it works. There's so many things going on. It's like squiggles and wiggles. Traveling with me, your favorite segment. Yeah, free travel, everyone. The tourism boards do not pay me enough for this. Yeah, so this is one example of like a highway intersection thing in Taipei. And there's so much going on. Like, And the interesting thing is, okay, this may not be a good representation because this is actually two highways that are intersecting with each other in a sense. So it's not quite the same concept. What I need to try and find is actually a way... Okay, this is an example. This is how a highway kind of connects to like a normal road in Taipei. One example. Right, so this is, I think, what they call the trumpet interchange. It's kind of weird because you've got how many different ways of getting off this thing. I'm so confused, like, how many lanes do they have? They have, like... they have a double highway. Oh my gosh, they have... Okay, so there's 4 plus 4 plus... How does it... Okay, wait. Let's see where this even starts. What? Okay, so... You split... I don't even know what it is. First of all, they drive on the other side of the road as Singapore, so like my brain's already struggling. So if you're trying to get like here, how do I exit from... Wow, it's all the way here? Okay, their highways are really weird. Like, we're so used to every highway in Singapore being like a, oh, you can exit in every direction sort of thing. But here, you have to actually go down this loop. Turn this way, apparently. And then what, this is the main road? What are you doing, Taiwan? Okay. Interesting. I don't really understand how any of this works. Also, one thing that I found very fascinating about Taiwan, like just being there, is that they have cramming schools. Like this thing. Oh, actually, it disappeared. But basically, it's like a tuition center thing. We call it just like tuition centers here, but no, they just have to make it... They have to rub salt in the wound in Taiwan for all the students. They have to call it a cramming school. So, yeah. Let's see if there's any more easy to understand intersections somewhere. The gist of it is, I'm gonna try not to use the H intersection concept that Singapore uses, because ultimately, we're trying to build more like Taiwanese style. Oh my gosh, it's a... So I didn't drive when I was in Taiwan. Like, I took trains and like, the person I went with for like filming actually was the one driving. And I was telling them like, I don't think I will ever drive in Taiwan because their roads are so confusing. And then there's the whole like scooter culture as well. Oh my gosh, there's so many cars. I think the gist of it is, the more chaotic, the better. Right? That's... Like, look at this! What's happening here? How would you... Where would you go? There's like... Okay, so you... If you're turning from here, you have to turn here, and then move over here before you can turn into this area, and then you connect into two different intersections that form into one. They turn here, and then you're not even connected to the highway yet until all the way here. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that on stream today. We were testing it right before our stream actually. How was that in terms of volume, everyone? Was it good? Was it something that woke Granny up? Granny, if this was loud, this is how we feel as the viewers. Hi Benny, welcome in. Okay, so new thing that we're testing out from the last since our stream break is that I mentioned this on the Bubblecraft stream we were doing, but there's supposed to be a reward for anyone who wins mini games on our stream. And so, for one stream only, Benny gets the win command that only he can activate. And it actually just plays the rattling ball, because why not? I feel like that will change every so often. But yes, this was just a test. So thank you, Benny, for testing. Congratulations again on the win. And if you like to rattling your bog on stream too, just stay tuned for mini games happening on our streams every so often. We'll have it so that it's like a frequent thing, and then every you get to use it for one stream, and then it rotates. That works, right? Oh yes, and say hi to Martha, everyone. Martha is the name of my bot from apparently when I was last streaming on YouTube, and I do not remember the context of why my bot's called Martha, but we are just gonna use our recycled content from our past. So yeah, Martha will be in charge of announcing stuff like that moving forward. Oh, dearie me. Was it not too loud? It could be loud. I kind of want it to be louder. Okay, hold up. Let us test, right? Can I? Ooh, I shouldn't actually say this out loud, but I haven't actually done a cooldown for that command. So, technically, there is no limit as to how many times you can rattling your bog. I don't even know if there's a way to do a cooldown. I don't think there is. Oh no. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, there was the second round. Was that a good volume? If it's too soft, I'm increasing it. I feel like we need the chaos here. We're used to it on Granny's side now, like, so this is nothing, right? I'll test a different sound as well to see if this one's loud. Let's see if this one works. Okay, no, that's definitely too soft. Let's change that. So, okay, louder. Everyone sings louder. Okay, louder it is. How about for the other one? Oh, it is actually at the maximum. Oh, I'm gonna have to... Okay, I will have to increase it outside of stream then. Because that is the loudest that it can go, apparently. Yeah, that's maximum. Okay, remind me to do it off stream and I will fix it. Yes, just... This is... We need to... Look, Granny lost her hardcore save because she failed to... Wait, no, it wasn't Granny, it was you actually. You lost your softcore, like, streak of being alive, I guess, because you didn't say run on Sunday. So we need to remind everyone that to survive in Jinkum, one must run. So, stay tuned for more random sound effects entering our streams over time. So, if you have anything else, like, let me know. I'm thinking eventually, this can be a fun thing that we can do for, like, either members or, like, VIPs in chat. We used to be... On Twitch, it used to be VIPs. They had that level of, like, user thing. I don't think YouTube has that. But yeah, we're just gonna test it out for the next few streams. You'll figure out what to do with it at some point. But in the meantime, highways. Oh, dearie me. Dignity? Yeah, dignity, that's the one. You need some loud rock to wake everyone up. I was almost going to, Granny. Just behind the scenes here. I was gonna do like a screen record of when your subscriber thing goes off. And then like just play it for whenever you enter chat. But then I was like, I would want that for every user if I'm gonna do that. So in the end, I decided not to do it. But it could be in the roster of random reward sounds that you get for winning mini games, potentially. And we'll turn it up to 500% with the volume just to make sure it's fully accurate. Okay. I think the gist of the highway situation, since we got distracted, right, is that let's just go chaotic. I think as long as cars move on this thing, we'll be fine. Okay, back to the game. Oh my gosh. Okay. But anyway, for the streamers in chat, right, if you are interested in, like, how I'm getting that done, I'm trying this software called Mix It Up. I'll actually get a link in case you're doing it. So it's like Stream Elements in terms of the chatbot functions and stuff, right? It runs as a separate software, so you do need to like open it each time you stream. But you get to do things like commands, quotes, timers, and the sound effects, which was the limitation for Stream Elements for me. So like if you ever want to try and set that up yourself on your streams, just like pop a message, let me know. I can let you know how I did it. Yeah, and as we experiment, we'll see where it goes. Okay, back to the game. Right, so let me figure out what we should do. First of all, I have like planned out that the train station's gonna be here. Look at this, right? Trains. Okay, and in case you... Sorry, I keep getting distracted from actually building. Where is it? Here we go. So the white dotted lines are supposed to be the regional rail lines that we have, right? So this will connect to all of the key, like, district nodes. So we'll have, like, one in the West Isle, one in West Isle Key, because that will be a second district. And they'll go to, like, South Isle, North Isle, all of those things. So that way, there is a faster way to get between areas versus the subway or metro system, which will be slower. But more stops, if that makes any sense. So, this is going to be our first train station area. What I think I will do first is, let's take a look at what train options we have. Right, so I realized this, right? We've not actually done proper expansion of our, like, rail network on this series. Just because I feel like with wanting to do most of this on stream, right, I don't really get a chance to, like, move as quickly as if I was playing myself. So we're 6 episodes in, right? And we've barely done, like, one neighborhood. But I feel like that's sort of the fun of a long-term city in City Skylines, is that, like, as you slowly start building it, and then you get the satisfaction of seeing the city develop, and if you do it slowly and carefully, like, at least you're less likely to create a disaster with your traffic situation and stuff. So, let me think. Yeah, so I know we are taking this series very slow, on top of the fact that it's not happening every week, right? But in the long run, let's say like a few months from now, a year from now, we'll start to see like the fruits of our labor, the trains of our tracks, if you will. Okay, so this is an elevated train station, right? I'm thinking of using this so that it doesn't interrupt the roads underneath the area, and we can keep things seamless. Let's see. Okay, and I'm gonna do 2 actually. So the game doesn't really have many options when it comes to elevated stations for now. But I'm gonna combine 2 so that we have more platforms. Oh, thumbs down from the other train station. It expects competition. You wish you could get a deaf metal fry screen, but none was available. Fry scream. Oh dear me. Okay, so I want to have more lines on standby because, as we saw with the network, right, there may be the chance of potential like network patterns that differ. So it could be a case of, let me get a train line for reference. Right, so we may have some trains going this way towards West Isle Quay, but we'll also need some trains that go this way towards like a different part of the region, and therefore I want to have more lines so that we don't cause congestion. Even if it means we don't use all of it, I'd rather have like I'd rather have it there, you know, rather than running out of space and then not being able to do stuff. Also, let's change this green, because I feel like the green makes it look very dated for some reason. So we're gonna do this. Okay, that's cause we keep distracting you. That is the point of streams though, I feel, is that like it's a different experience building something like this on stream versus yourself, right? Like when you're playing on your own, it's really, you go at your own pace, you know. It's like if you feel like building quickly, you go quickly. If not, you do fine. But this one, it's like you want it to be a storytelling experience where everyone's involved, you know. And like we get to get distracted by random things like sound effects, which makes it more entertaining anyway. So, foundations and structural transport is really important for city building. It is, and Rai keeps saying that, like, apparently me doing it this way is different from how everyone else builds in, like, on YouTube, which I don't watch enough City Skylines content to know whether that is true. But for me, I always built from a point of, like, I don't know, I like the whole building up a public transportation network thing so much that I'd rather focus on that when I'm developing a city first. So at least I know roughly where things are gonna go before I start putting down the roads and like developments. I say this, right, but at the same time I don't really know what I'm gonna build like around the train station. But just the general sense of knowing densities and knowing that like if a station's gonna interchange here, you should put more buildings there, that sort of thing. Deep fried chicken Wisa. Oh my gosh, Benny, that's a good idea. We should do that. Gigi has that sound somewhere. I should probably message her to be like, can I borrow that sound, please? Just no reasons, no particular, like, reasons involved. Okay. Right. Then, over here. Ooh. Right. We're gonna have to destroy a bit of our current road, I think. Because, I don't really... See, I'm so used to building in that normal style. We're gonna destroy this. I'm sorry, everyone who is traveling on Meadow Street. The only way to get into the city at the moment, actually. I think what I'm gonna do is... And just to make life slightly easier for our first attempt, I'm going to flatten all of the land. Eventually, when we're more familiar with this, I will just build. Because terrain can be quite annoying in this game sometimes. Okay. Green looks like oxidized copper, so yes, dated. Yeah, it looks like, and I will say, it has its own charm about it, but like New York City's like subway system, because it's so old, right, it has a lot of that kind of thing. And I feel like this is for a new development for like a train station in a city like Taiwan, that's newly built, right? They have so many old stations though, I will say. But the newly built ones would definitely look more modern than that. So let's get rid of this roundabout. Oh gosh, what's happening here? Okay. Yeah, so like when I was in Taiwan, there was the two extremes, right, of the different kind of train stations that they had. Some of which were so new. I think I showed it on stream last time. The one in Taichung, with that giant like Monsters Inc. Christmas tree in front of it. That was quite new. That replaced an old train station, and then the old one became a museum. But there were still some old stations that were operating as stations. In particular, one that's near that cat village thing that I went to. I think the station's like Patu or something, like 8 something, I don't know what it stands for. But I only noticed that station being old because that whole stretch of Taiwan feels so old. And like the station was completely slanted. Like when you stop at the station, the platform was like wonky, the train was at an angle, and I was like, what is happening here? And it turns out that station was built like 100 years ago or something, so they're forgiven, let's say. You only watch my city skyline content? Oh, thank you, Azzy, I appreciate that. Let's hope I'm doing a decent job. Oh dear. I don't know, I think for me, like as much as I like this game, right, I struggle to watch any content of City Skylines, because a lot of it is actually time-lapsed, and time-lapsed in a way where, I don't know, like I don't really want to sit, it's like a personal preference, like nothing against time-lapses or if you enjoy it yourself, but for me, I don't really want to sit in a video and like wait for 10 minutes to like see a time-lapse run its course and then come back to be like, okay, yeah, so here's what I've done. Because when I watch a video, I want that accompaniment of like the commentary or just knowing that the streamer is doing stuff. Like I kind of wanted to just be like a VOD for a stream, you know. And I find a lot of City Skylines videos are more of that style, so I guess it doesn't really work for how I like watching it. Yeah, I don't know, like, can more of you, those streamers in chat here, can more of you play City Skylines, please? Just so that I have options. Can Granny play City Skylines? Can I convince you to build a medieval city in this game? I saw a game that I feel like looks so much like Foundation that Granny is playing at the moment. And like, it looks like something that I'm curious to try. Also, what is this? Medium striped roundabout with a flower bed. Okay, do we have a large? Very large, very diagonal. Very large stripe. There we go. Oh, that looks cool. Is that the largest we have? It is. Okay, cool. Lovely. Okay, so at least people can still keep moving while we like work on our city, right? So, the idea is, right? So if you're coming in from Cubby Cliff, you're going to take Cubby Avenue, you're going to come in here, and then you're going to go down this area. This road can continue up to this, like, central area, which will be all of the big buildings and stuff like that. And then, if you're coming in from the highway, it will be, like, you turn here, right? Over here, and then you can take the roundabout and go your merry way in, like, whatever direction you want. First time Treasy has seen the game. Oh, really, Treasy? Have you ever seen the old version? Or even things like SimCity? Also, just give me a moment, everyone. I smell like, I feel like it's some kind of like mosquito coil thing that my mom's burning. I just want to double check that everything's okay, because it's not normal that I smell it in my room. So, just a second, we'll let traffic run. I will mute my mic and then we'll just like check. So, don't mind me. Okay, everyone, sorry. Turns out there was like something that my mom was doing in the garden, but the wind went into our house, and therefore like all of the like smoke that she was like doing ended up inside the house instead. So like she was burning like an incense stick or something to kill like mosquitoes before sunsets, because right now it's like 6:40 p.m. But this is the first time it's actually come inside our house, so I was like a bit like just double checking that things weren't on fire. So maybe if we don't mind, everyone, before I catch up with chat, I'm going to actually like switch on my air purifier a bit higher, so you might hear it for like the next 5 minutes. So don't mind that. But okay, yes, so let's catch up with chat, everyone. Okay, so right, so what were we saying before this? I think we were asking Granny to like try this game, right? City Tales. Oh no, the game is called, the game that's kind of like Sengoku Dynasty is the game I'm talking about. Let me copy the link of this, paste this here. There we go, that's the game I'm talking about. But you have had so many problems with that, I'm kind of scared. Okay, yes, yeah. I feel like if you're gonna play the way I do with the mods, the game's not stable at the moment, so I wouldn't recommend it, like, unless you're willing to take the risk. With it vanilla, it should be okay. But then you lose out on a lot of the customization and stuff, so yeah, it really depends. You'll be terrible at it, no mods already. That's the fun of it, Azzy, that's the fun of it. How good is it without mods? Maybe one day. One day I should do a stream that's like vanilla, just to show, at least people get a sense of like what the game is like without it. Considering that apparently a lot of you only watch City Skylines when I play it, so I'll have to do it, I guess. I think it's more city builder management, whereas I focus more on design, so it depends on what you like. Yeah, there's lots of different ways to play City Skylines, I feel. You can either focus so much on the, where is it? All of these like stats, right? So you could either make sure that your health is going well, your traffic is at a certain percentage, your education, your like population's all doing that. Like, we're not really caring too much about that in our series. I'm focusing more on the design of the city, right? Yes, a very long snot break, why not? Yes, sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. Very long snot break, just like a very long... Does it work? Yeah, there we go. Run away! Snot break everywhere. Okay, we keep going though, we keep going. Right, so I think... oh yes, right. I need to make it so that... when you leave the highway, I need a way for you to connect up to Cubby Avenue and continue your way from there. So here, we need to do this. Okay, so this is gonna be slightly weird, but ooh, I don't know how this is gonna work. This is, I think, why maybe in Taiwan they have like all of those weird roads. So if we let's see how dramatically chaotic this gets for drivers of the city. Here we go. 82.5. I really do hope this doesn't get too... Like, is that too steep for people to drive on? Uh-oh, also things are messed up here. Let's change it so that it's not a traffic light. There's no crossings. And then lane connector tool. No turning like that. So it's only that you can join this existing road. What I will also do... Oh my gosh, someone's already taken it. Okay, well, I guess it's safe. Good job, Mr. Sedan. Olive, well done. But what we were actually gonna do before you started driving on our unfinished road is make this a 3-lane road, so that when you enter this road, like, you're not kind of forcing your way into a different person's lane. So that should be smoother, I think. Oh my gosh, wait, stop! People are already using it. I just don't want to witness an accident happening here, is what I will say. Because they do exist in this game. Okay, and then, ooh, this is gonna be the tricky bit. Smooth out the entry a bit. is what we can try and do. So that way... Oh, whoa, 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 what are you doing? Okay, our citizens currently have very odd driving patterns. We might have to place down a driving school or something at some point. Okay, this turn's quite steep. I might smooth it out a bit. Yeah, so this is what we're in for today's stream, everyone. There's going to be a lot of like just this kind of detailing, which I guess is a nice change of pace compared to previously when we were just placing down buildings, creating like neighborhoods. This is almost like focusing on a completely different part of the city. Okay, looks fine. Not too steep. Let's follow Cindy Harding. Let's take a look. So Cindy, you're gonna drive first. Oh, that shouldn't be a traffic light. That should be just like a throughway thing. Okay. And turn. Well, we are driving very fast for like a... Okay, we have to slow down the road, I think. 80 kilometers is a bit much. What's happening here? Okay, what happened at that last bit? Oh, zoom. I think it's because over here I didn't... Can I do this? We can, okay. Like this. And... adjust this so that they don't have to do that funny turn thing. Okay, are we good? Let's see if everyone does this. I'll move the tree away. Well, it's the annoying thing about having free reign to just do whatever you want is sometimes the trees don't realize that you're actually trying to build. You don't make way for our new roads. Okay. Zoom zoom Troy, hello. Welcome in. Have we finished the 3 packets of the 3 boxes of pizza from... Was it this weekend? I feel like it was last weekend. Okay, but we're good. We're good. That looks good. I think rather than using the highway... Although... Oh... Because I don't want to, like, slow down the... Okay, hold up. This part of what we're doing now is mod related, so... In case you're wondering... We're gonna do... I think, yeah, because I wouldn't usually use a 1-lane road for anything else other than slow. My gosh, so many people already using it. Okay, so we slowed it down to 50. This is very sharp as a corner. So if we do this, I don't know, this looks very... Okay, there we go. That's better. So if you actually behave, citizens of this city, and drive at the appropriate speeds, it should be okay. Let's hope. Okay, so that's this direction sorted. Now we need to do a similar thing for, although... See, okay. The annoying thing about highway is that you need to think about all the potential directions, right? So, right now we have Dale Highway connecting up to Cubby Avenue, but right now we don't have a way to go from Cubby Avenue to enter Dale Highway without doing like a whole drive here, turn this way, and then turn out, right? Take the stop. Oh yes, thank you, Azzy. Stoplight. Where is it? Stoplight, remove this. Okay, and remove crossings. Right, so that's sorted. How would I do this? It's kind of weird because if I were to just do the same concept as what we just did and did like a loop this way, you're almost kind of like turning off, entering the highway, and then you're like connecting back up to the same way of entering back into where you were, which is very weird for a lane. So I might have to... Oh, this is gonna be very weird. This is why I don't really like doing highways, is they get so messy so quickly. Okay. Yikes. Maybe let's start from here. So that it's, Okay, what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna create a higher bridge, for them to, like, transfer over. I don't think this is gonna go well, to be honest. Oh, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. If this goes wrong, I will just delete it, is what we'll do for today's stream. 20 meters should be okay, I feel. Right. So, ooh, that's going actually. Anyone wants to ride the road to a tragic end? That's not gonna go well. Let's actually adjust this. So, here. That's very steep. If anyone's wondering how Azzy and Sam ended up on that planet that they're on, it's because of this road. They were just driving to their local mechas, and then the map sent them the wrong way. It's very steep. Do we? Oh. Okay, we keep going for now, and hopefully it doesn't get too weird. Because I still need to do a big turn, like massive turn here. And then like go back down. I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay. 20. We can slowly go back down to like 10 over here. Right, how steep is that? That's actually not too steep. Very ugly, is what I'll say. Like, this is the one downside about infrastructure, is that a lot of times it just looks like spaghetti. Oh dear. Okay, but it does do what I was hoping it, like, to do. English? We can speak after a week away. What has everyone been doing, like, in the last week, by the way? I know technically the plan was for it to be a stream break, but it's okay to admit if you were like me, watching other people's streams instead of taking time away from YouTube. Oh my gosh, yeah, so I was just watching everyone's streams. And then just working on some of my workshop stuff. So you saw the stream if you were there. Like, we're trying to get that going so that I can actually start running workshops. We're so close. I'm just waiting for some replacement chairs. Oh, I never showed any of you the chairs that I was talking about, like the stools that I needed to replace. Oh my gosh, those were like good concept, but unfortunately we can't use them. 5-lane. Oh no. Local highway. Do I have to use this? Okay, hold up, let's... This is very confusing. I think that's okay. Yeah, and like, having a quarterly break, I feel, is actually quite a nice thing, because I know the typical thing on YouTube is just like, oh, you're doing a hobby, therefore, like, just do it forever because you enjoy it, right? But I'm not the sort of person that can sustain that even if I enjoy something. I feel like no matter what it is, even if it's something you do for fun, I still need time away from things sometimes, and I did quite enjoy the fact that we did the break. So, like, to the point that actually today, when I woke up, I was a bit like, should I stream? Because I was kind of enjoying the extra time I had that like streaming takes up. But it's like it's a double-edged sword, because at the same time, like, I also enjoy being on stream and like just spending time with everyone, sharing my gaming experiences with everyone who's here. So it's having to balance those two perspectives almost, which is an interesting balancing game. We've done it the wrong way before where we burnt out. Okay, and let's just do up to here for now. So, we have people already using that road. So, hold up. You are very, like, steep entry. So if I use this. Granny... Oh, this is how Taiwan built their highways. I think so. If you actually... Oh, sorry, I just like plugged out my headphones. Can you tell we haven't been streaming for a week? If we actually look at the way they like built their train tracks, right? Where is the port? It's crazy how close they built some of their train lines to like buildings in Taipei. That's something that kind of stood out for me as well, is that they're very willing to just build right next to buildings and then put up sound barriers and be like, okay, yep, that's good. Like, we're fine. Everything's fine. Which isn't as common, at least not in Singapore. Like, in Singapore, they're quite good about the whole, like, oh, give a certain amount of distance between the tracks. At least for the old lines. I feel like the new line they're building now is not actually like that anymore. But yeah, so... Okay. Doris, let us actually connect this properly. Remove all of the unsafe ones. And actually, let's go for a trip with Doris. Through the high intersection, I really can see like this. The slope is not smooth. Like, what is this? As he was just watching streams and playing Dinkum, you got to watch some streams you love and play Dinkum just for me. That is lovely, Azzy. That is good. Yeah, because your content creation schedule was like crazy before your break. So it's nice that you got some like me time to just play and just enjoy it, you know. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of funny because I feel like a lot of us took a break at that same week. We were just like, oh my gosh, I'm done. Like, we're all done. We're just gonna like rest, I guess. So we're hopefully more recharged than the last time. Okay, is that smoother? Okay. I might even lower like this. That's still very steep. And like another option is actually this straight bit can go longer, and then we make the slope smoother, if you will. Okay. Going slow now. Hold up, I was looking at your schedule, and if that's your definition of slow... Although, okay, relative to the SDU standards, I think, yes, we will accept that as slowing down, let's say. Yeah, like, the whole schedule thing, it's interesting. Like, I feel like every creator will go through the whole, like, especially when you first start, there's that joy and that excitement of like, ooh, I'm making content, what can we explore? And so all of us will do the whole, like, let's just put as many days as possible. And then after a while, we'll start to realize, like, okay, like, we love this, but it's potentially not sustainable to keep doing forever, and then we'll have to, like, balance it a bit. Like, if you see, I don't know how many YouTubers I've seen where they, like, they'll be posting for years, and then suddenly one day they'll disappear, or something, or they will start to be like, okay, I need to change things up. It's almost like you need to touch the stove before you realize sort of thing, right? Like, no one can ever tell you how that feels like until that happens. Okay. And then let's go. Oh, why is it doing that arrow thing? I hope that works. We also have like a bit of a traffic light situation here, which is weird. Ta-da? Ta-da. Okay. So, I don't know how I feel about it, but we will leave it for now. I have a feeling that it doesn't need to be this high. If I get a... Can I have like a heavy lorry or vehicle use our junction, please, so that I can gauge how high we need it to be? Anyone? Any vehicles at all? None. Okay, I think we only have a bus. Let us use... Oh, I don't think I have the vehicles. Do I? Uh-oh, I don't think I have it. It might be on the roads. No, I used to have a way that I can put down, like vehicle assets to try it. Okay, hold up. I realized it's been a good hour and we've not saved, so let's be safe and save. Okay. Oh, wait, no, it's, 5. Hold up. Ooh. Have I been using the wrong episode? Because that was 5, and then I was using 4. Oh well, we'll start with this anyway, it's fine, we'll work from here. 7 it is. Episode... No, wait. My brain's not working. Yes, 7 comes after 5. Haha. Can you tell why my math teachers just gave up on me? But I feel like the actual like buildings I placed down are the same. Cause the things that changed were this road. I guess I didn't do much between episode 5 and 6. Like 4 and 5. Because all of this was developed. Oh well, it's fine. We'll continue from here. We will fix it regardless. Okay, I would like to find some what's it called? Truck? Lorry asset thing? Okay. Delivery van dump truck. Oh, that's the small one. Box trailer. Okay. So that's actually not too tall. Dump truck prop. Delivery van prop. Delivery pickup prop. Intermodal trailer. No. Log trailer. No. This is the downside, everyone, of not having... Okay, we're actually way too tall. Okay. If, let's say, society goes crazy and it requires double-decker trailers, will that work? Yeah, we're way above, like, what we need, I feel. So, I know in the real world, there are actual standards of, like, oh, it needs to be a certain height. It's very hard to gauge in this game, if I'm gonna go by that way of counting it. So let's do a double-decker trailer. And, let's also test a... Let's do it here. Oh, it's not a bus. Here we go. So we don't actually have double-decker buses at the moment, but if we did a double-decker coach, just a custom double-decker coach for testing purposes. So let's say your double-decker coach is this tall. So it's about the same height, actually. We can go lower. Like, I won't go exactly to that height, but a little bit of clearance, I think, is enough. There we go, like that. Okay, so it saves everything else having to be, like, so tall. And it means we can smooth out a lot of this bit, which I feel is very steep. Okay. So, like, this, it's so steep. Beep, beep, what could go wrong? What could? Can you imagine if that actually exists in real life? Would you actually take it? Reminds me of like there was this Top Gear episode that they did like upside down car racing. So they connected, this was real life by the way, it was just on TV, but they actually glued 2 cars together and they made it so that the bottom car controls the accelerator and the brake, and the top car controls like the steering wheel. And they did that, I think, a few times. The first time was, I don't know, they were competing with some German TV show. And then the second time was when an Australian version of Top Gear existed. And so, like, they made it so that the top car is actually upside down. Because, like, haha, Australians are upside down, that joke, you know. So, yeah, that happened. It was very chaotic. I feel like if there was a game that had all of those, like, mini-games, it would be kind of funny. It's a very... Not happy with the way this junction works. It's a bit sudden, you know, like, you're just going this way and then suddenly, oh, turns. So, let's do this. And then potentially can just gently move this. Okay. There. So we have both... Oh, this is so hard to like actually visualize. We have a connection to Cubby Avenue and a connection out of Cubby Avenue. Like, that works, right, as English. Okay, so now we need to go from Dale all the way here directly. Oh, yeah, no, that way of explaining it doesn't work, because now we're gonna do it again. It's okay, just know that what we're doing is connecting, like, all the possible ways of joining and leaving the highway. And if it doesn't make sense in English, it's fine. Ooh, and this is tricky because, so in the older city Skylines, there was a way to actually reverse like the road if you're making it a certain way. I don't think that exists in this game yet. So this is a tricky one. How do I... Okay, wait. Let's not do the whole, like, orbit. Let's do one bit first. Oh dear. Okay, hold up. Yeah, so this is where, when you have terrain stuff, it gets kind of annoying, because the game will be like, oh, you want a tunnel, you want a bridge, you want everything except the thing you're actually going for. And then you have to kind of, like, adjust it, so... But that's okay, that's part of the game. Okay, so once we place this down first, at least... Ooh, what's happening here? Calm down, Manor Highway. Relax. What is happening? Oh my gosh. The funny thing is that we're actually like leaving the game running as we're doing this. So the poor cars, they're on the road. Can you imagine if roadworks were that fast? Okay, so if that's 3 lanes, I think, okay, that doesn't need to be 3 lanes. This, we upgrade the front area here to a 3 lane. That makes life easier. Okay. So at least here, oh, it's a bit wonky, but we shall be okay, I think. There we go. And this bit, connecting Cubby Avenue away, we can transfer over to a 4-lane divided road. Because anyway, the road splits. So this is one of the tricky things I find about when you build roads in games, in this game, is that you do need to keep in mind, like, you can't just do 3 lanes connecting to another 3 lane, that sort of thing. Like, you should kind of divide up the... Oh my gosh, and it's gonna be asymmetrical. 4-lane asymmetrical, 5-lane is asymmetrical. My brain's gonna explode because of all of this. Right, so this way. So, because we have the junction here, right? This needs to go like... What is happening here? Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll have to troubleshoot this road a bit. It's gone a bit wonky. Okay, there we go. What has happened? Why is it doing this? Let's destroy all of this and then try again. Okay, Treasy's gonna head out. No worries, Treasy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good rest of your night. And we will see you soon. Granny's brain already exploded. Yeah, it's not the simplest of things, unfortunately, building roads in this game. It's kind of confusing. So why not just bring everyone along for the ride, you know? Oh my goodness me. And then you have to do like remove the crosswalk. You have to make wide sidewalks, otherwise people will park here. Okay, that smooths it out. And then we keep going. Okay. You might have to build a city that's a grid system. Oh, Granny, I've tried doing grids before. Even if you try and do a grid, at some point, you will have something that doesn't fit exactly in that grid system, and then you'll need to do this sort of like custom, like each lane has a different like direction sort of thing. It will all go pear-shaped. And that's kind of part of the fun, I guess. I say fun, it's kind of torturing yourself sometimes. Okay. Not doing a very good job of selling this game to people, right? Like the constant crashing on stream, being like, oh no, it's gonna be tricky to play this game. This is why I'm not sponsored by... Who's the publisher? It's either Colossal Order or Paradox, one of them. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. while I'm trying to like slowly do this finicky thing, I don't remember if I mentioned this on stream last time, but I feel like it was a topic we brought up at one point, which is that I've been looking at stream decks recently, because there are some scenes that I kind of want to just easily click instead of having to be like, oh, I'm gonna have to open this file, open this application, Like, I was looking at how stream decks work, and the whole having shortcuts to like easily get certain things done on stream seems very handy. But the problem is right now, I can't figure out whether I would want the one that is just purely buttons or the one with knobs. So yeah, this is knob talk here on this channel. Because the knob version, what I like, and I have this issue with the mouse that I'm using as well, is that, like, it's that office mouse that Logitech has, right? The MX Master, whatever. It's a very old one. Like, the plastic is all just melting and warping because they use soft touch rubber and it's terrible. But there is just no mouse that I can find that has something similar, like a side-scrolling knob on like near where your thumb is. There's only one other alternative I found, and it's a clicky kind of knob which doesn't really work. Why I like this mouse, right, is that I can very easily just, if my volume's way up or like I just need to quickly adjust the volume, it just I can quickly do it. Like, I think it even affects stream as of now, right? So I've turned it back up to like what it's supposed to be. And I just can't find a replacement mouse to replace this mouse that's melting. And Logitech they've not announced a new one for like 2 years. So I'm kind of stuck. And so I've been looking at, if I were to just get like a keyboard or a stream deck that has the knob on it instead, will that actually replace what I need? And I'm undecided. So if anyone here has a stream deck, or just experience with all of the different types of stream decks, what would you suggest? Because I'm still undecided. Like, I don't know what I would get. But it would be nice to have. I realized this on my, like, that test stream we were doing at my studio as well. That would be a nice place to have a stream deck, because I could not control anything when I was away from my computer. No scenes. All I could do was read chat. I couldn't like scroll or anything. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, remove all of the crossings here, and no traffic lights? Yes, okay. Remove all of the unsafe. Oh, what's happening here? Road maintenance vehicle is apparently blocking our entire traffic, like, system. Well done. Do you know what you love about the Switch, actually? Or like the Nintendo Switch? Is how you can get custom little covers for the joysticks. Yes, although, how does it work? Because you have that thing that latches onto the screen, right? So does it block the thing? Also, our double-decker bus thing is still here. Let's actually remove that. We don't need you anymore. Thank you. Okay. When is that, like, Nintendo's gonna announce the Switch 2, right, soon? I know they've, like, revealed it, but they're gonna talk about it soon, I think. Looking forward to seeing what kind of features they have. Because this is one of those once every, like, 5 to 10 years sort of thing, right? Maybe not 10 years, but quite long. Once in a generation sort of thing, where you get to find out all the new features that the console's gonna have for the next while. Which I feel is kind of exciting. Right, so that should connect up. There we go. We have another way to get into Cubby area. What's it called? Cubby Cliff area, whatever you call it now. I worry that a single lane like this might be too little, because this is going to be a major area of our city. I think what I will do is, this goes from 3 to 4. Okay. Can I do a 4-lane? This is very confusing. I need to find a 4-lane road on one side and a 3-lane road on the other side, which I probably designed before. I just need to find it. Oh, it's the wrong way round. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. Let me see if it's actually an option to like reverse my roads. Transport lane, toggle packs on and off. No, I don't think that option exists in City Skylines 2 yet. Which is very annoying. The controllers sit outside of it, sort of thing. Oh, okay, interesting. All I know about the old, like the current version of the Switch is that the controllers constantly die. that's what my knowledge about the game, the whole like Switch is about. Is that it's not the most reliable. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Soften terrain, soften terrain. There we go. Oh, and I was looking at those like retro gaming handhelds recently, as well, because I grew up with like the Game Boy Advance, the one that actually closes as a clamshell, in silver, right? So, and recently, like in the last few months, there have been companies coming out with designs that look exactly like that, and I'm just like, oh, okay, this might be fun to have while I'm like on the bus or the train home. Just play simple, old school handheld games that aren't based on monetization and having to wait an hour before you can do anything in life. Yeah. But I'm also like, there are so many types of retro games that I would want to play if I get a device like that, because it's like $100-ish, so not like, it's a lot cheaper than a Switch, but it's still a commitment in terms of money to spend, right? And so I can't decide what kind of, like, where do I draw the line of like what I want to be able to play versus it not being able to run on that thing, because it's not as strong as a Steam Deck or something. Those kind of devices exist, but then they become like thousands of dollars, and I don't want to spend too much on something like that because it's just for fun, right? But then you have to decide, like, do you want it to run up to Game Boy? Do you want it to run PlayStation, PlayStation 2? And I grew up with the only PlayStation I had access to was like at a relative's place, and I didn't get to really use it that much. To me, it's like if I get to play a PlayStation or something, now it feels like I'm making up for lost experiences, almost. Oh wait, no, actually, do 2 lanes. Okay, there we go. And then this one goes here. There. Single lane splits into... Yikes. I feel like if I was an actual road designer in real life, I would be designing many dangerous roads. Like, we're gonna have to leave it to run for a bit to see whether it's actually a safe road to be using. I'll have to slow down the cars on this area, I feel. Crosswalk. And then reconnect all of this. Remove unsafe. Because that corner is so sharp. Road builder. Okay. Oh my gosh, 120. Okay. Can I use a different one? How do I like created roads? Can I create a new road? How do I... Okay, let's do this. Remove this. And then use as template. Okay. Slow. Highway. 2-lane exit. Okay. Then we will slow you down to, let's say, 50 to be safe. Okay. And place more. Or are you already... Oh, you're not. Okay, so this one needs to slow down to 35. This one... Oh my gosh, all of our connections need to be done again. Oh dear, okay. Sorry, you're AFK for a spider emergency. That's so Australian. A bunch of baby spiders covered your bathroom. Oh my gosh. Okay, how do we handle it? Hopefully everything is not too scary. The land of Spiderland. Do you think that's where Spider-Man lives? In Spiderland? Okay, so we have this, and then... So, when you enter... Oh, actually, I need to adjust this. When you enter from this side, what will happen is that it starts from a single lane, And then it breaks out into 2 lanes because I expect this area to be quite like a heavy traffic area. Ooh, how are we going to do this? Right, and then it branches out into the 2 lanes, and then you make that very dramatic turn, which I am not sure is safe if we're officially deciding. Right. So like this. Oh my gosh, what happened here? I don't like when the game does that. It starts to make all of your terrain weird. Okay. We good? A bit bumpy. They are all unlived? Oh no! I definitely have some spiders living like around me. Because we live in a very old home. And I think they're usually in the bathroom as well. But sometimes I do notice it in my bedroom and like I can't just leave them be. Because I'm like, I don't really know what to do with you. As long as you don't like kill me, I guess you can exist. You can share the rent. Ooh, the road is such a mess at the moment. Why? Oh, how am I gonna fix this? Why are you doing this? I don't know how to fix what we just caused, everyone. Yeah, I do not know how to fix that junction. It's fine. I think because I need to change this anyway, so let's just leave that for now. I just need to test whether this bit works. So can we have some drivers, please? Moving through this bumpy area to confirm that this... Actually, hold up. If I tunnel this... Is anyone coming from Dale Highway, please? Dale Highway, any takers? Yes, okay. Archibald Mason shall be our test subject for today. We are facing the wrong way. Why are we facing that way? Okay. Hold up. Pause. We are gonna go this way. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no. Wait, we lost. We lost Archibald. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Well, apparently we have to only see it from outside for this vehicle. So let's just see. Why are there people walking underground in a tunnel? Okay. It's quite something that they actually render the tunnels as well. It's like not like you can see it most of the time. But I guess this is why this game struggles to run. There's so many people walking in the tunnel. What's happening? Okay. We're arriving at the junction. Let's see how this goes. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no, it's not turning. Oh my gosh. Archibald. No one was turning. Okay. Let's wait. Let's actually sit here and wait, I guess. That's quite... Yeah, that's another one that sends people off into space. Are we... Oh yeah, taking a U-turn. Okay, that's fine. No one... We don't have an official, like, roadworks agency set up in this city. We can't blame the government here. Oh no, what's gonna happen here? Whoa! At least they didn't fly. I feel like this could be a shortcut to... Oh yes, okay, wait, are you turning? You are turning? Okay. Let's see. So... Why are you going outside now? Okay, yeah, that seems slow enough. Still a very tight turn though, and you shouldn't be like changing lanes at a corner. That's dangerous. Oh wow, what happened to the road here? What's happening? No, 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 that can't... Hold up. What's happened? Why did it do that? Where were we? We were here. You're not supposed to be able... Oh, okay, I see the problem. Yeah, you're not supposed to U-turn there. Wow, okay, everyone. You know how sometimes in real life you feel like there are lots of terrible drivers around you? Clearly in Montai, it gets even worse. What's happened with this area? Oh my gosh, hold up. Hi, like how do we... Oh no, I just deleted the thing I needed. Okay. Dear me, let's try again with this road. Where did they get their license from Fletch? Oh my gosh, wait, I did have this... Give me a moment. I didn't have this prepared. Where is that picture I sent? I was at Spotlight yesterday because Mr. Partner was looking for some stuff. I was also like just nice in need of some stuff for keychains, so I decided to look there while I was there. And just bring this up. Is it open here? Look what I saw at the good old Spotlight. Look at that. For reference, Jiangkum, for reference. Oh wait, I can't like show both at the same time. Other than the color of the shirt, and actually no, the hair is completely different. Like, cause this one doesn't have a like a fringe. But yeah, no one's paying $26, like $35 for that. Is what I'm saying. So instead of buying a wig, I ended up buying a like keychain related stuff. So there's like 3 packets of stuff. And what was that thing called? Like the carpet in my studio sheds a lot, so I got something to try and fix that. Lint remover, I think that's what you call it officially. The road isn't roading. No, the road's roading. It's just that it's like, it's doing this. It's roading like that instead of a smooth roading. And no, a Fletch cosplay will never happen. If you do it, sure, but not me. Oh my gosh, the road is such a mess. Honestly. I feel like this is such a dangerous intersection that we're developing. Because there's so many like slopes and corners and potential reasons to die, basically. That's what's happening here. Like what am I doing here? I'm making the road terrible. Okay, that's better. Still a bit bumpy. We'll ignore the trees. The trees is a very like trees are minor problems in this game because that can be easily removed. But the slope, everything else that's happening. Also, sorry, there was a very bright sun that just happened. Okay, are we good? That looks quite safe, relatively. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's see, let's see. We've got more cars coming. Here we go. Right. So, why is there someone walking on the highway? Oh dear. Right, so turning, slowing down. Why? Why are we? Oh my god. No, you've done it again! Oh my gosh. People, okay, remove unsafe. Don't do that. Don't! No, yes, reverse. Learn the error of your ways. Go this way. Thank you. We have to remove the crossings as well again. My gosh. The drivers in this city are tragic. Right, see, everyone following instructions. Well done. Oh, that's a bit dangerous though. I don't really like that they do. Stop it. Stop. Stop. I can't even control this one now. Why are you doing that? No. I can't make... Oh, wow. Please don't U-turn again. You have... We spent public funds to give you an actual easy way to turn around. Why are you doing that? No! How do I fix that? I don't think I can fix that. Because it's not giving me a thing to like adjust. Usually there is a note that you can adjust. That would let you that would let you stop them from U-turning, but in this case, there isn't. Oh. Who constructed this road? The agency of road management that currently does not exist in this city. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. I'll have to redo this whole road. Oh my gosh, you are tragic. Okay, here you go. Take two. Take two. Maybe this is why we do need a medieval simulator. Like, who wants to care about road traffic like this? All we want to care about are horses. Okay, do I have the option to now, like, do something with you? Yes. Okay, remove unsafe. You are definitely an unsafe junction. Terrible. Okay, and then let's move this slope out. And the worst thing is, all of these cars that are doing this illegal turn, like, they're all taxis. So you're not giving us a good, like, you're not setting a good example of how taxi drivers should drive. Okay, any more cars coming? Please. We need to test this again. Are any of you gonna U-turn? Okay, all of you seem to be behaving now. And it's the red company as well. Like, we have different colors for our taxis. We've got red, blue, and yellow. They come from different cities that are, like, connected to our map. So far, all of the red taxis are misbehaving. Okay. All of you seem fine. And everyone's using this turn again, so we should be okay. I hope. Okay, here's the true test. Oh, nope, everyone's now gonna use this. Question. Why did I just build all, like, why did I spend my entire time just building this? We have a way that's connected here already. Okay, it's not the most efficient though, I will say, like, cause for a major highway exit, if this was the only way you enter, this might get very congested. So this could, where was it? This one could be like a shortcut to get into the city faster. But was that worth our time? Should I actually just delete it? Oh, I don't know actually. We should leave it for now, and observe how the city develops, and as the traffic situation evolves, if we feel it's not needed, we can delete it, I feel. Because, yeah, I don't know whether this is actually more efficient than just doing this and turning. Okay, well, that was a good half an hour we spent on this road. It was good to observe the mountainous terrain that our agency is capable of building. Okay. And then from here, one last one that we do need to do, the actual one that we need to connect to is... How do I do it though? So right now, if you're traveling from this way, there is no way to connect to this side. This road. Oh, there is actually here. You don't look very efficient, but I will leave you for now because I feel like you are serving your purpose, I hope? Question mark. Okay, I might make a minor change. So we've got like that area, right? So if we turn this back into a 2-lane highway. 2-lane highway over here. Right? And then create a 3-lane highway here. That splits off. Okay, so because earlier we had a single lane connecting up to here that splits into 2, which I feel is not the most... Doesn't make the most sense. So let's split it already this way. We have pillars in the way, we do. Oh no. And then if we split like this, this is gonna be an interesting way of how to connect from there to here. Like this. Like this. Oh, and there's like a last little bit here that wasn't actually upgraded. Okay. So that connects everything. There shouldn't be crossings here. Thank you, game. And smoother exit profile here. It's a bit bumpy. But it's such a small, like, node that I don't think I can do much. Oh, that is terrible. Let's fix all of that. That's too much going on, too much going on. Okay. And... like this, and then the single one that goes this way and connects up to here. Oh my gosh, when you don't do that standard highway thing that I was showing you earlier, like the way that I'm used to, there's so many lanes to think about. The only thing that like I find that is like, okay, it's not only thing, but there are downsides to doing it the way Singapore does, which is that you force like traffic lights on people who are exiting highways, and then that causes congestion as well. So there are downsides to both options. It's just that from a building point of view, the brain exploding caused from this style of highway intersection is a lot worse. Okay, so that should at least keep things flowing better than before. 3, okay. I am satisfied with where we are at for this. So hopefully, this will serve as our first decent highway intersection for the city. And at some point, we'll develop a second one like over here for this owl. I think this first one will suffice for the time being. So, save! Save! I don't feel so worried about having to save now, ever since the whole crashing situation happened. What is happening? Is this our terrible road maintenance agency again, blocking things? Oh my gosh. Can I don't want to build a second lane for this thing. No, don't oh my gosh. Where are you? Are you just gonna stop everywhere? Okay, drivers, overtake. You can overtake this thing. Yes, smart green thing, like change lanes. Yes, taxis. Well then, let's see how long it takes for them to actually realize. No, these ones are just... Although I will say, sometimes that's me when I was driving. Like there is a very small road near where I live, right? And buses stop there. And sometimes to be safe, I'll just be like, I'll be the slow person. I will just let it slide. Because sometimes I just want a relaxing drive and I don't want to have to deal with the whole like, oh, can I overtake now? Is it safe? Okay, so highways kind of done and dusted. Let's come back here because now this area, generally speaking, I will leave some leeway in terms of space because if we ever need to expand and add more things, at least we'll have the space for it. That's a bit of a sharp turn. Let's adjust this a bit. Is that better? Still a bit sharp. It's okay, I'll fix that off stream. Okay, now for trains. Trains, rails, tracks. Okay, because there's so many stops here, right? I think what we'll do is to keep the profile of like the amount of space that the tracks are taking up lower, I'm gonna make it so that only the middle two tracks actually are like a continuous track. So if you want to go into the other stations, you actually just like need to change tracks. I think that makes more sense. And I doubt that even if we're running multiple trains at the same time, we need 4 consecutive rails running next to each other. 4 quad track. Which one is it? Okay, so this is supposed to be... Be right back. No worries, Azzy. Two-way here. Okay. Oh, no, that's... Okay, two-way here. And then... 4-way can be here. Let's hope. I hope that is actually, like, paralleled enough. It's stuff like this that once you actually get it wrong, it actually... it multiplies as you keep going. So, hopefully, that doesn't happen. Ooh. This looks complicated. How am I actually gonna deal with this? before... Ooh. Actually, maybe I should have stuck with what I was doing. Because the idea is we want to have the middle two connect up to these four. Right, so yes, like this. Uh-oh. Like this. And like this. Okay, so at least the middle two are sorted. And then these ones actually can keep going for the time being. I do not actually know the specifics of like how train tracks connect to each other. I just know they track and they keep the trains like on them. Also, the heights are all wrong. Oh my gosh, this is... Terrain in this game makes life so complicated. Like, not even terrain, just like heights, differences in height. Okay, so, and then since, yeah, I went so off with the straight line of this one. Like this. Okay. So we'll have a connection here. That means that you can actually divert into your respective platform areas. Then further down, if we keep going... Oh, we're running out of... Oh no, actually, I thought that was the... Because I need to be mindful, like, I want to keep everything on land. I don't want this to be happening... off land. In the river. In the lake. In whatever it's called. Oh my gosh, why are you doing that? Raise! Be a Josh Groban and raise yourself up. Okay, and then we have a second connection here. I hope this is long enough to accommodate the different types of trains. It does not look long enough, actually. 1, 2. And then move this. I don't know what's happened here. This has gone a bit weird. I don't even know how we would test this as well. Like, this is not gonna... This will be a bad connection. Hold up. Because in that case, let me do this. I'm gonna connect it here so it doesn't destroy, like create that entire terrible nightmare intersection, potentially. Remove the excess. Actually, no, we shouldn't remove it. Let's keep it. Can I even connect to you again? Yes, we can. Okay. And then we can do this. Oh, that looks terrible. Let's hope that trains can somehow understand how to change tracks here. Okay. I think, can I do something about this? Or is it fixed? I think it's fixed. Wow. Remove unsafe. I can't... Oh, can I control it? I might be able to. Oh, I can, okay. Not all of it, though. I think it's just one. Okay, we might have to do a, like, experiment here, everyone. So I'm just gonna place down another elevated track. Small elevated train station that works. Oh, this is gonna be so confusing, but this is how you have to test the game sometimes. Right. And then connect you here. Ooh, the complications of like what we're about to do here. Okay. Welcome back, Azzy. We are spaghettiing right now. Look at how terrible this train crossing is. And then let me put down a small train garage depot. Because we are about to launch a train for testing purposes. So if I connect you up to here. Oh. Thomas wants a word. I'm sorry, Thomas. Thomas, it's okay. Turn that frown upside down. Wait, Thomas is the one that's always smiling, right? Is it a different one that is Not smiling. Okay, and then if we... I actually need 2 different tracks to test this concept, so let us do... Yikes. Okay. Just like this for now. Okay, so just a concept for how we do like train... Ooh, what happened here? Terrible. How we do train stuff, right? I'm gonna actually create a train line that runs. And so we can test whether it actually runs properly. Right, so I'm glad he's calling this testing. Yeah, this is not the official design. Relax, it'll be fine. Oh, sorry, right, actually, right, you should have, like, you should be allowed to use that permanently. Let me add only command, sound command. It won't have the text for today because I can't be bothered to do it on stream, but let's do plus. Play sound, let's browse, win. And then your trigger will be win. Okay, that should work now. Oh, wait. Win. There we go. So, I'm testing a new bot thing, Sam, that allows me to actually do sound commands as well. It's called Mix It Up, so if you're interested in like trying it, I will send the link or something. What? Oh yes, perfect, it works. Okay, so yeah, the win works, and the win was because I was doing like a mini game on my Minecraft, my Minecraft stream. I was doing a mini game on my Minecraft stream, and I was like, oh, the winner of that mini game will get to use something on one stream. So the idea for my streams is that the winner of mini games will get like a special command that only they can use for the subsequent stream. So technically, the winner for this stream was Benny, but Benny has already used this command. Okay, I will change it to the actual one and then Rai can demonstrate what the sound command was. Change it to win. Okay, save. If you would like to try again, it will be the actual sound now. Okay, integrated cargo, integrated passenger train. Let's try this. So we need to do 2. So I'm gonna do... Oh my gosh, wrong one. How do I even do this anymore? Passenger rail. Okay. Here. Perfect! Although it needs to be louder, so it's not actually perfect. But yeah, so that's the idea of it. So, like, we'll try it, and then over time, if I think of what else to do for sound commands, we'll add it. But yes, for... Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you, Benny. Thank you for demonstrating. And meet Martha. Martha's our new bot. So that's the software, if you're interested in seeing it. Okay, meanwhile, trains. Our trains are going. Our trains are going. Here we go. Let's see what happens at the crossings. Okay, ignore this one. This one's just like for testing purposes. Okay. How will you cross this? Okay, this one's quite seamless, I guess. So that one's fine. Okay, we'll let you run for a bit. How are you gonna change the other one? Also, you're going really slowly. Oh, they seem to take it fine, actually. Right. So other than the fact that it looks terrible, they actually, like, run properly. Oh my gosh, okay, that is just, like... I don't think I can do anything about this. Yeah, no, it's part of the game just works that way, unfortunately. Oh, but look at it go. Why are you going so slowly? Then, again, that's just for testing, but the idea is that you will, like, keep going, everything. Okay, yeah, the junctions work, so that's fine. Thank you, Depot. That's all you needed to do. Right. Okay, so just remove all of the excess things we were testing, and back to here. Okay, cool. So, at least functionally, this works. Now it's a matter of, how do we make it less ugly? Oh, I don't think it's possible. I just feel like, if you want to run that many tracks, it's just going to look like this. But I feel like in the long run, this will be good because we have capacity to, like, develop our infrastructure properly. And I think, in the long run, what we can do is cover it with trees, if we really wanted to, like on the sides. Put all the trains running together. Oh, at the same time. Ooh. How would I test that? I feel like that's... Okay. I've never actually tried this. Let's... Small, medium, garage. Billiard? Okay. So 10 of you can run at the same time, I guess. And then... Let's do... 4. Up here. Good luck to all the trains. Actually, no, we can't do it this way. What we need to do is... Start it from this side. Today is really just gonna be a full-on testing stream. Alright, and then we go here. And actually... split off. It's gonna be very interesting to watch, like all 4 trains running at the same time. 2-way tracks. Right, so it goes 4 ways. 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, this is gonna be terrible. Right, so we've got the 4 here. And then let's say that our train station is... we'll just put 2 here for now. Okay, because there will be a station here eventually, but just for now, we're gonna do this. Similar concept, but just like more crude. Let us... Just very quickly. All of this is gonna have to be deleted, by the way. Just like... We're spending all of this time developing this. Only for it to be deleted in a bit. That's part of what streaming is about, I guess. Granny's gonna have to go now. No worries, Granny. Thank you for stopping by. Happy to see you enjoying your stream deck. And we will see you tomorrow for the best trio that I know of on YouTube. Playing, Go Away Trolls. I think it's the name of the game. Okay. And... okay, this is gonna be a potentially very sharp corner, but it's okay, just for testing. Just for testing, the actual route won't be like that. And then connect these here. Okay, are we ready? We're gonna start. We're gonna create 4 different tracks. Ooh, this is gonna be a mess. Okay, I should have saved before I did all this, because then I don't have to put it back. But now I'm gonna have to delete everything one by one. Okay, so... This... Oh, we have to delete this train line as well. 1. Goes here. Pause as well. We'll have all of it run at the same time. Why not? And complete route. Oh my gosh, we can actually do 8 lines at the same time. Let's do that. 8. We'll see how... We're stress testing. I'm pretty sure in real life, the people who are in charge of building train lines have to actually do this. Like, Sydney Metro probably did this on the... on that new line they were developing. Oh, I see a potential problem. They're all starting to use the same lines. That's fine. That's the point of stress testing. Is to see how stressy it gets. I think what we'll do, we'll start by testing all 8 platforms running at the same time. And then we'll drop it down to 4. Because technically, you wouldn't have 8 different lines running at the same time. Because they'll be going in 2 directions. I hope some of this makes sense. This might all just be gibberish. Okay, so that's 6. My train yard can handle 10 trains, I think, without expansion. So this should be enough to run things. It's not what I was expecting to do on stream today. Okay, that should use... Oh? Uh-oh. Wrong. Complete. Right. So, based on this marking, everyone's using the wrong lines. So everyone's cluttering into this one line. Let's try and change that. So if I do this, and if you could go into... Oh, they're all gonna clutter into one track, unfortunately. Which is a slight problem. I think I have ways to make it not do that. But it's gonna take so long that I don't want to do it on stream. So we won't do that on stream now, but let's just see what happens when 8 different train lines run on that track at the same time. Off we go. They're gonna send like trains out one by one though, so it will take some time. Go, go, go. Come on. Oh, I think it doesn't have like, hold up. It doesn't have enough electricity? No, wait. We're on the wrong track, everyone. It's supposed to be this one. Here, this is where we're supposed to go. Oh, even the game's like, what are you doing? This doesn't work. You're supposed to go... Oh my gosh. You are supposed to go here. Game's not happy, game's not happy. Let it run, please. Okay, let's move this whole thing. It's too near. Here we go. And then... Okay. Like this. So I think 2 trains can be launched at the same time this way. Right? Send things out. Let's go. Let's go. Please. I think it doesn't have enough, like, electricity and stuff. Temporary roads shall be built, I guess. Save. Oh no, actually we shouldn't be saving right now, because I don't want this to... Don't want this to actually be saved. This is just for testing. I need to delete all of this. Send things. Send. Okay, we've got trains. We've got trains. Oh, these are different trains. Okay, so that's one. We'll have to leave it running for a bit so that it actually starts sending stuff. We've got 4 trains running. 5 trains. That should be... We should be expecting 8. Okay, let's just run very quickly. We should actually just take a ride on one of these trains. Let's do this one that's entering the station. Hello. Oh gosh. It's very loud. Do I? Okay, wait. If I turn down this. Ha! Perks of the new way of controlling volumes. There you go. It shouldn't be too loud now. Okay. And we're off. And we're off. Here we go. Oh, there's already congestion happening. That train's not moving. What's happening here? Uh-oh. Literally me when my train of thoughts, I only want to expect 8. No. You only expect 1, but here comes 8. All congested. I don't think this is gonna work. Hold up. Everyone looks to be stuck. Are you gonna move train line 1? Yes, let's go. Life waits for no one. Deary me. Okay, and then that train's gonna be congested now, so this one's gonna take its turn. Yeah, no, we can't run 8 lines, is my conclusion. There's too many. And then I actually need to go in and do the whole, like, making them use their own line thing. Okay, while we're here. Because otherwise, it's gonna be way too... Oh my gosh. Train line tree. Tree? Not tree. The tree of wisdom does not run trains. Okay, so we're gonna just run train line 3 and 5 on the middle tracks. Hopefully that makes a difference. Ooh, okay, that's wrong. 5 here. Okay, so switching off. Oh, this is very confusing. Switching off 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 3, 5, and what's actually... Oh no, okay, 8 can be on. So 4 lines running on their own respective tracks. Hopefully that should fix things. And I actually think I put them on the wrong, like, train line... Hold up. It's so confusing! Okay, all the red ones switch off. Now, are you running on your own respective lines? It's kind of still a mess, I feel. Off, 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 off. Okay. You should be running okay now. Fingers crossed. Let's see if train line number 6 figures itself out. What is happening here? Train line 5, what have you done? Okay, this might be some congestion issues were caused from earlier when all 8 were running at the same time. Ooh, that was a close one. They almost hit each other. Whoa, whoa. This one doesn't have a front. And it just did a crazy, like, track from the other side thing. I think this one's going back to the depot. This one doesn't... Yeah, okay, you're fine. Train line 5, are you okay? Train line 5, you're not moving. Train line 5. Paging 5. Okay, hold up. Let's delete this silly train. And let's try again. Do better, come on. Oh, we have a functioning train. What's happening there? Why are you going so fast? Train line 8. Okay. Train line 3. Are we gonna move? Something's actually not working, I feel. Like, why is it taking so long for it to move off? Okay, that's going. Right. I myself don't normally do this kind of experimenting either. It's just like, why not do it on stream? I confuse everyone. Okay, so train line 1 is slowing down because there's like literally no reason to slow down. Are we gonna move? I feel like these things are confused because they're waiting for a different train to move off. Like, see, 1 is waiting for 5 to move off for some reason, even though it had time to move off. And now 5 is waiting for something else to move on. Okay, I think 4 tracks is too many. We might have to make it like 2. Okay, what I might try and do is, first of all, I'm going to remove all of the extra ones that we are not using to make it easier to visualize. Okay, and then here, I'm going to reduce it down to this. Okay, hopefully that makes things slightly better. So there may be congestion in this area, but I think we won't run that many trains anyway. So this middle one... Okay, I see the issue. Hold up. Okay, so train line 1 is running in the correct area based on our plans. Train line 3 is not. So you need to run on this track. Actually. There you go. So hopefully that makes you move now. Anyone's gonna move? The train was waiting for the other train the other way. It was too far though, I feel, for it to make sense. Okay, now will you move? So now train line 1's gonna go that way. Okay, that makes sense. But 5... No, whatever this train we're looking at shouldn't be waiting. Okay. Maybe no 4 track. Let's do 2. So with 2, there will be more congestion. But in theory, everything will go on like one side. You have trains running back and forth on one line. Oh no, okay. Yeah, I think it's waiting for an entire train to like get off that line. Let's see if this works better, like if anything gets stuck. And actually, we're going to stress test it some more, right? So, my train yard shall be expanded to accommodate 15 trains. We've got 4 lines, so let's do 3 trains per line. Oh, I don't know if I can do this actually. This is like, it's a smart vehicle thing. Basically, there's like a mod that I'm running that actually automatically decides how many trains to run. Okay, so technically maximum capacity. Let's see what happens. Let's see if anything gets stuck in this junction. Trains of thought running off the rails sounds about right. Yeah, this is my brain, everyone. Struggling to form the right connections with things. This area is a bit of a struggle, I think. Train line 1 needs to move. And then what are you? You are train line 3, train line 5. Why are you all going there? You're supposed to turn. Oh my gosh. We're facing issues. We're facing issues. We're facing very bad issues. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, at least some of the trains are moving, but it's forming a very long queue. Move, train! Don't go to that one! Your line's there! What are you all doing? Why are you... I think... Hold up, let me do one by one. Okay, that line makes sense. This one, oh, I see the problem. Okay, it is confused because of those dots that I did just now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now you should go to the correct thing. Okay. Then we have 5 in the air. Let's do it together. High five. Okay, if I remove all of these extra things, it should fix that whole wayfinding situation. It was my own fault, basically. Like, can't even blame the game. I did that. Train line 8. Okay, it should start working fine, and the only congestion should be on its own line now. Let's see. Yeah, because I don't think we'll have too many trains running once the entire network's operating. But we do want to stress test to make sure it's not gonna, like, die the moment we run, like, things. Okay. And also, it won't do this weird wiggly thing. It's just that right now it's, like, a single station terminal, so it needs to turn back to the other line. So far... it appears that we're running okay, like nothing is congesting. It's just really ugly. Okay, train line 8, I'm gonna actually just be a passenger for this. Let's see how this goes in first person. If we could move off, please, train line 8. I'm ready. I have my ticket. Let's move. Come on, train, move! The one... okay, there we go. I was like, everything looked fine, and then the one train I choose to ride. It's just... okay. We're moving. Hello, other train. 40 kilometers an hour, everyone. Okay, everything seems kind of... like, the transitions, actually, of the junctions are quite smooth. Like, other than the ones that I just changed to make everything work, right? I can adjust those. And then... okay, so idea is, like, we were starting at West Isle, right? And then this track will actually go over to North Isle. So you can imagine, when this is done properly, how the adventure... oh gosh, okay, yep. Like I said, when it's done properly, not now. But the train's moving really slowly. I was hoping that it could be like a higher speed train, but 70 is not very good. 75, 80. Could it at least hit 100 before we have to slow down? 90, oh my gosh. Thank you, Benny. How are we enjoying this? Do we enjoy the power of having sound effects? It should be a bit louder to, like, shock us all, is what I'll say, but I think it's a bit of fun for our chat to have, right? Will this turn around on its own, or do I need to change the camera? We're gonna move, train. I think the lull time is really bad on, like, this game, in terms of waiting for the trains to move off. Okay, it's moving. Going back. Here we go. So we're heading back to the main station. Okay, seems... overall, I feel like it's smooth sailing in terms of this way of doing it. I think the game probably just doesn't work with 4 tracks running at the same time because it gets confused. So I'll stick the general line as 2 tracks and then we just split it up when we reach a station. Because it feels like there's enough capacity that it's handling all 12 trains along this double stretch without having too much, like, slowdown. Because you see the distance between our train and the one in front seems quite okay. Well, other than this bump, whatever this bit is. We're riding trains, not roller coasters, everyone. Also, if we ever do like a roller coaster tycoon stream or planet coaster stream, would that be interesting for people? Planet Coaster is such a complicated game to like figure out. So maybe it would be Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, but I don't know whether it actually runs my computer anymore. Okay, everything looks good in terms of it not causing congestion. So I think we will leave the system in that way. We just need to tidy it up. Okay. Seems okay. Yeah, like see this stretch. There's actually, for 12 trains, it doesn't look like there's much happening. So we should be okay. Cool, cool, lovely. Okay, so gonna delete all of this. Delete all of this. We'll do like a proper connection. Oh, my terrain got messed up by that thing. Uh-oh. Not good, not good. And then we'll delete all of the train lines as well. Ooh. Alright, okay, let's... Ooh, we might have caused a bit of a tsunami. Okay, it's quite mild, so we should be okay. You watch anything I would play? I've been thinking what else to try on stream, like when I have a spare stream to like try random things. And at the moment, there are a few things I've landed on. Oh no, don't start sending trains again, we're fine, thank you. Okay. The few games I've been landing on. Number 1, and I was on the fence about it, but because I saw Granny play it, I feel like, oh, okay. I kind of like how she approached it. Inzoi. So, I don't know if I'll do the actual playing of the game, but my streams used to be very much based on, like, house building in Sims 4. And I'm curious to see how Inzoi's system works after seeing Granny play it. I'm unsure about the whole generative AI thing still, which I think it's a fair concern when it comes to like the ethics of it. But yeah, I think the rest of the system looks good. The game as a whole, I feel looks good. So I might try that game. What else? Story of Seasons, not the one that Granny played, but a different version, which was like a remake of the one I played growing up. But it's very expensive, so I don't know when that's gonna happen. We also have stuff like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Planet Coaster, and what else? Oh, there was a demo that Sam sent me actually, that I'm curious about. So, but I feel like some of those games won't last an entire stream. Like it'll be maybe half of a stream and then we'll have to switch games sort of concept. So we'll see. Also, my thinking for stream schedule at the moment, right? For this new quarter is that, so previously we did what did we do? We did, I'm trying to remember, 2 streams one week, 1 stream another. That has felt okay for me, I feel like, this quarter. And considering that we just, you know, ended up doing more streams than we planned, I think it'll be safe for me to try, so what I'm gonna try and do is 2 streams, 2 weeks, 1 stream, 1 week. So it's like, for, how do I explain this? For 2 weeks straight, it'll be twice a week, and then on the 3rd week, that's when I do the 1 stream a week. Obviously, this really depends on my work schedule as well. It's just that at the moment, it's kind of like a lull period. But if my work picks up, then we may not be able to do like as many streams. What I'm gonna do first is this. Okay, See, much smoother lines. So that's gonna be the train track, right? I'm wondering if it's a bit low. Actually, let's bring out our here they come again. Where's our double-decker stacking bus? Sam's on it with the demo. She sent me a couple. Oh yeah, she let me know about Inzoi, and then she also told me about this other game. It's called All Will Fall. It looks very chaotic, so I kind of want to try it. It's basically like a Jenga city builder sort of thing. Yeah, okay, these tracks are actually way too low. So our poor double-decker bus will never fit underneath it. Okay, so let's do this again. And I'm choosing to rebuild it completely instead of like just adjusting it after I place it down, because it will be smoother if I do it this way. Okay, my stream schedule will be every day that ends in a Y. This is what I'm confused about when it comes to why do we call days just days? Like, why do we not have Mondays and Mondays? I feel like that's a valid question to ask. Because nights matter as well. Like, we're lying to ourselves. It's not actually the daytime when we say it's a day. $500 and... Okay, there we go. So, pretty smooth line, I think. There should be enough space for our double-decker bus. There we go. Ooh, just enough space though. Although this is actually slightly higher than what it should be. Because a real-life bus would be more like this. Because you wouldn't really have the wheels to accommodate. So we should be okay. Yep, that should be fine. Okay, and then let's connect you up here to the existing line. And that will be... Ooh. Oh gosh, what happened there? This is... I'm not hopeful that this is going to be a good connection. Yeah, no. What is happening here? Oh no! No, my time! Okay, there we go. Sorry, I have it so that the game is set at a certain time of day. That's why we have this really lovely, like, golden hour light. But when it changes, it's not the best looking thing. Also, sorry, if you're realizing that the music's a bit louder now. I forgot to turn it back up after our test earlier. Okay, so how do we deal with this terribly ugly thing? Oh, what did? Hold on. We can refer to the good old Earth of Google. Okay, where is? The thing is, there are train stations underground, so I don't think we'll be able to see too much of it. Their train station is here. Oh, you're underground. Okay, maybe if instead of their main station, they have like a second town. Okay, so after the airport, you go this way. East District? Cool. How far is the... What's this? This is another airport? Interesting. Taoyuan... Okay, wait. Taoyuan HSR. This one's above ground, so it would be... Oh, actually, no, it's not above ground. Oh, it's here, okay. Whoops. This is a single track, so this is not a good gauge. Let's... Keelong. This is also a single track. Okay. Taiwan seems to just do like single tracks. And I guess multiple platforms? Where do they go? Oh, okay, wait. Here, there's a bit of a split. So it does 2. Yeah, how do they do this? How do they handle... It's just a crossing. And then... Oh, okay, okay. Here's one. How does this work? Why does it look so tiny compared to what we're trying to do? Okay, hold up. Let us... Oh, I'm gonna have to build that whole situation again. Okay, sorry. Testing purposes again. Gonna build our elevated stations. And try again. Okay. We're seeing the full... Oh, sorry, closing. Uh-oh. Yes, this one. Thank you. And once again, this is why lifesavers in the form of people in chat. What's happening here? Hold on. Okay, wait. Let's follow the concept here. I like how on the hidden stream, Ezzy, you commented on the VOD being like, yes, I can hear you. Like, I couldn't tell whether or not that came because you thought that was the chat, and then you realized, oh wait, this isn't live, or... Okay, Depot, we need you again, unfortunately. We're not gonna do the whole upgrade this time, I think. We're just gonna do... Where is it? There's too many options. This. Okay. Right, and then we will launch yet again. I want to test whether the 4 over here makes sense. Because here I feel like it's a valid place to do this crossing thing. Okay. So I'm just gonna test the middle platforms. To make sure this works. You do as a comment. Okay, just checking, just checking. Shout out to Ezzy for having access to the unlisted thing. Oh, you can actually, like, if anyone here is lurking and, like, wondering, if I ever unlist my VODs, you can actually still access it if you're in our Discord. I thought that would be, like, a fun little perk for anyone who's in our server. So... yeah, like the link that is there, if it becomes an unlisted stream, you can still access it by clicking on that same link. Whenever I do the like ding dong squad, we're going live sort of thing. So yeah. Okay, trains, here we go again. Here comes more trains. Let's make sure this 4-track thing doesn't cause issues this time. Oh yes, and the Discord, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so if you'd like to follow along with what we're doing, I've actually started posting some, like, random things in there every now and then as well. Oh, come on. So if you'd like to catch up outside of streams... There we go. Oh, what's happening here? You should not be doing that, train. Should not be doing that. Look, your line literally says to go here. Uh-oh. I think I know what's up, actually. Because this is a custom track. I might have set it... No. No. It's going... Okay, hold up. Maybe if I do it like this, it might cause... less issues? Let's see. Okay, what's happening here? Are you okay? Bumpy tracks. Training trains to train correctly. Oh my gosh, that should have been the thumbnail. I mean the title of the stream. Training trains to train correctly. At the moment, they're not doing well. And the worst part is, I can't, like, build the rest of my line if this is ugly, because then I can't, like, fix it. Like, it's better to actually make sure this is okay now before I build the rest of it. Otherwise, I have to rebuild everything. Okay, come back, trains. Come back. Come back, please. So the 4 tracks now seem okay. Oh! Our population's growing, actually, while we've been doing all of this, like... this nonsense. So that's good, I guess. Welcome to Montai City, where traffic is chaotic and trains are in a mess. I guess that sounds like a lot of cities. Okay, come on, more trains, let's see what happens. Okay, that one's just part of the temporary testing system. What are you doing? Why are you reversing like this? What are you doing? Why did you do that? I don't think this 4-track thing is gonna work. We'll just have to leave it ugly, I think. And it's not sending out any more trains. Oh. I will leave it as it is. I'll, like, figure it out off stream. So for now, we're just gonna leave it the way it was working earlier, which is the double track like this. And just leave it ugly. Why not? I think maybe one way I can make it less ugly is if I don't put these on an elevated track. If I put you on keys and then non-elevated. See, there we go. So all of it's on the ground, technically. Okay. I just do all of this first. So then we do retaining walls on the sides. Okay, not retaining walls. Keys. To even it out. So that at least from ground level, you can't really see all of the mess that's happening there. Okay, and then by bringing this terrain brush, we smooth it out. Yeah, okay, that's a lot better actually. Yeah, we should have done this from the start. Okay, that will do for now. And on this side, okay, now we can actually keep going with the rest of the route. Because we have another station over here at West Owl Key, which will be the secondary central district for this owl. We'll have to do the same concept though, so... Oh no! No, what happened? No! It's gone! What went wrong? Oh my gosh, okay, hold up. Did I just delete the wrong things? This is a solvable problem. It's just that I thought we were already solved, like we were already done with it. Oh no. We might not be done with it. We might actually have to place the entire thing down again. Oh my gosh, okay. Here we go. Take 2. When did I last save? A very long time ago. I did not save before that went wrong. So let me place this down correctly and then we will save. Good idea. Good ideas all round. Saying uh-oh, and when did you last save? Oh, actually no, that's not how it should be connected. Oh, we're literally doing everything again. Oh, it's... That's why I've been so hesitant to do this kind of work on stream. There's a lot of this sort of thing. That I feel like can get very, very frustrating to have to figure out. Okay. Now, if we... Let's start again. Okay. So the middle 2 tracks join this. Right? And then the outer tracks will keep going. So what I'll do is, I think... Oh, and now they're all on different heights, really? What is happening here? I'm so confused by this game right now. It's just fiddle faddle, but it's okay. I need that on a shirt. Fiddle faddle. Okay, 141 meters. Let's just try and note down roughly. Roughly the length of that, so that I can just repeat it on the other side. Okay, so very ugly, but we will just work with it for now. Then 85. This side, okay, it won't be exactly the same because there is a road in the way. So I want to leave space for it to potentially expand. So we'll do 100 meters across so that it covers the road. And this will be really cool because like underneath, there will be this whole like situation. Oh no, okay, wait. Too low. Should be 10 meters. Sorry. 102. And you're not connected. Why? It'll be interesting to come back to this series once it actually has like progressed to a certain point though. Because then we can see how much time it actually took to get to a certain points. I don't really have that like ability to do that for my normal builds because I don't keep track of the time. So I've never known how long it actually takes to build a proper city. That would be interesting. Okay. Then... what's happening here? Why are we doing this? It's this one. Oh. I might not be able to control that, apparently. Oh, no, I can. Okay, we're fine. Things fine. No, it actually is an intersection I can't control. Okay, it's fine. That one I'll do off stream, because I can fix that, actually. So we do this. And what I think I'll do is also just make it level with our current elevation, which would be a bit lower. Oh wait, no, okay, we have another one. Let's do this. Like this, and then connect it onto the ground. Lower the ground track down. Okay, so that is going to be the terrain height that we use. In case you ever want to play the game, that's how... I guess we are learning too. Like how certain things can be done. I find that's the easiest way to level like things out. Okay, and then the outer ones can connect... like this. Horrible connection. What is happening here? How do I even fix that? Okay, again, something I can fix off stream, so I wouldn't really worry too much about it. Ah, I see. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So yeah, so this bit's gonna be ground. Not straight. I can see. That looks better, hopefully. Right. And then... ooh, that's gonna be a long way. So I guess all of this is gonna be ground level. And then we'll keep going. I will probably want to do some kind of barrier, especially for the ground level areas. Although, okay, what we could do as an alternative as well is create a little bit of a tunnel area. Right, so I'm raising the terrain here a bit so that it's actually deep enough where I could make it look like it's entering a tunnel. So if we go here and I do this. Okay, so a slight curve this way because our end stop is going to be here, right? Then from here, we will enter the tunnel. So let's say like 160 meters, right? So as you can see, like it's entering the tunnel. It will go underground for a bit, just so that we can keep this area usable for development. And I think it makes sense in a more dense like city area, right? Because you would want to keep as much of your infrastructure like underground so that you keep land usable, keep noise down where possible. Oh, I've been running it on triple speed the entire time. I'm sorry, City. You should not be developing that quickly. Okay. So we've got that. And, oh, right. So maybe it should not be all underground, that bit. Like, it can be just slightly underground. And then actually, come back out. So let's do here, right? This height. Up to about here. Oh, actually, no, that's very low. Are we... Wow, look at the terrain difference. Like, this is the same height, but on one side, it looks so low, and now on the other side, it's actually very high. Okay. So, that solves this issue. Okay, so like this. So just a little bit underground. And it will cross over this bridge, or like this highway, on a bridge. So it shall be unabridged as well. Aha. 7... Let's do 15. Okay, then it maintains like this height for the rest of it. So, not finalized location yet, but let's say it goes... like, continues going. And I would probably stop it somewhere here, so... it would make sense for it to go... like... this, almost. Yeah, I think that's nice. Like a nice curve. And... oh, wait. Save. Save. Right. Look at that. We've only saved twice in this entire stream. The last time we saved was 7:30 an hour ago. Jeez. A journey of connections unabridged. Yes. Okay. So to test overall what we've done here, once again, gonna place down some temporary stations. We'll just do one this time, like a small one. Because we'll just test one line. Okay, so over here, we've lost tracks again. Don't know what happened there. Small train garage. Yeah, I might have to look into that whole situation. I think something's just deleting itself. Which is concerning. Which is concerning. Okay. But for now, let's do... the middle track should be okay. We're gonna create... oh gosh, okay. No more trains. Goodbye. All of these. We're gonna test this one. So here, we're gonna go... oh! Oh, what's happened here? Oh no, that one's fine. We're not using that line, actually. So we're gonna go here, through the tunnel, across the bridge. Oh, we have to connect here. Oh, so much work to do. Here you go. Now, take 3. We're gonna go from here over to here and back. Uh-oh, you're not gonna let me end the station here? Okay, perfect. Now, train, off we go. Send me a train, please. There we go. Okay. I'm very curious what the tunnel bit's gonna look like. Let's see. Okay, so ignore this first bit. That little takeoff landing pad is not supposed to be that steep. Not supposed to be that steep. Here we go. Okay, after this, once we reach the station, that will be the actual tracks. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down as well. Oh, slight downsides about that way of attaching the station, I just realized. Okay. Can we move off quickly? Oh, perfect. The train moved off instantly. Okay, here we go, here we go. This is the actual tracks that we're running on now. Very smooth. Like, the connection will have to, like, smoothen out a bit, so this bit will be a bit weird. Roller coaster. Sam's heading off to bed. Good night, Sam. See you on tomorrow's stream. And thank you for today's stream as well. Okay, very smooth, very smooth. Let's see what the tunnel looks like. Ooh, it's all rendered as well. It's a square tunnel now, actually. Versus like, they have a different design from the car ones, which is nice. We're going quite fast as well. I like this. Like, speed-wise, this is good. Oh, very smooth. I like it. And then across the bridge. Oh, okay, weird terrain glitching there, but that's just the game. Across the bridge. Oh, I like this. Very nice and smooth. Okay, we've hit 100. We're doing well. Oh my gosh, Moose! There's Moose. Okay, wait, we'll have to say hi to them later. Okay. And then, like, this part will be smoothened out once we have the actual station. I like the track. I like the track that we have. Okay. While the train's turning around, where was that moose? Hello! What's happening here? These are the Cubby Cliff moose. Oh my gosh. With the train tracks in the background, how lovely. Oh, the train's moving off already. Okay, wait, let's take the train the other way around as well, and then we'll come back to say hi to the moose again. We can name them. Would we like to name the moose? Let me know what your name suggestions are for the moose. What's the plural of moose? It's just moose, right? Or is moose the plural? Okay, so heading back the other way, back to West Isle. West Isle main station, let's say, and then that will be West Isle Quay. So that looks good. The plural of moose is apparently meese, according to the Dictionary of Rhyme. Romance is also defined as Melvin in the dictionary. At least for today. Very nice and smooth. Oh, it's already up to speed here, actually. We're already at 100, so it's going faster now. And it slows down in this area for some reason. Okay. Well, at least we've accomplished something on this stream today. We've gotten our track mostly sorted. It's just the junctions we'll have to tidy up. But it's slowing down. Okay, I'm happy. I'm satisfied with that. We'll leave it running in the background for the time being. Just to... Actually, yeah. One more way of seeing it. I want to see it, like, this way. Let's do here. Let's see how it looks like in real life. We just have to wait a bit though, cause okay, we just have to please hold while the train goes by. This is like train spotting. Moose names are traditionally festive. Jingles, holly, bells. Moose, first name Anonymous. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be one. Anonymous is definitely one. The other one can be chocolate mousse. To mousse or not to mousse. Where is the train? Hello? Waddle past, please. Okay, let's speed this up. Okay, here it is, here it is. Here comes the train. Here comes the train. Going quite slowly, actually. And let it just ride past. Ta-da, ta-da. How smooth. How fancy. Let's go the other way. Turn the other way. Look at it moving. This is actually a very nice view. Like when you have... I think we can develop this area in a way where we leverage this curve to like build the buildings to look nice, but also keep the view of the mountains in the background. I feel like that would be very nice. So hooray! Okay, wait, where are the moose? Oh, they're wandering really far now. Okay, the leader of Anon, what was it? Anon E Moose. Oh, I didn't press enter. Okay, Anonymous is the leader. And then we have Chocolate Moose. And what's the other one? Moustache. Okay. The trio of Moose, of Meese. And the train just going off in the background again. How lovely. We have wildlife in Montai. Actually, this should be a... oh, wow. Like the steepness of the valley. This should be a defining feature of Cubby Cliff Valley. Like this area. Because remember, we reserved this area as like the valley, right? So this area will not be built up. It will all be just like open field. So these animals will actually just be roaming around, which is kind of cool. I believe there's also ways for me to spawn things. I don't know how, but... this thing? I can spawn... okay, wait. Do you work? Oh, it flew! It flew! There's so many of them. Hello? Why are you flying so vertically? Is my question. Oh my gosh. Wait, this is not good for the camera angles. Where are you? Wow, okay. Let's follow you around, actually. Whoa, they're flying high. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay, no, I can't, like... That's so high up for a goose to fly. Around Cubby Cliff Valley. What else can we spawn? Okay, what's this? Cattle animal spawner, deer spawner, chicken spawner, seagull spawner, a sheep. Oh my gosh. We are gonna make Granny a farm. And then we're gonna like... it could be Granny and Sam's farm. And then we're gonna spawn the chickens. Sheep. Chickens. What happens now? Spawn. Oh, look at them! Hello! Oh, there's more. Hello? Oh my gosh. Okay, you're quite textured. You're wibbling and wobbling. Wow, okay. The camera does not really like how close we are to them. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so good because we can make like a... like the valley can have all of these. Like little leisure facilities. Oh, can we spawn horses? Oh my gosh, we can. Okay, that's gonna be like a horse riding area, like a horse ranching area. Can we spawn a shark? Let's spawn some horses. Oh, okay, there is a shark. Whatever it's doing underground, I do not know. But we have horses. We have horses. Nay to you too. I don't want to know what's happening here, but nay to you too. And the chickens. The chickens that drink milk. She's not here to tell us off, so that's why we're legally allowed to. The chickens look very confused. Like, I can't actually get that. Can I? Oh no, it's too... oh, I was hoping to get closer to the chickens. But their faces look very confused. Do we see? Project Ark, everyone, I've completed it in this game. We finished the series. I don't understand how people get eaten by sharks. I would simply swim away when I hear the music. Because sometimes people are coerced into exploring shipwrecks. And okay, 6-3, let's save. Like, by well-meaning... I say well-meaning, the opposite of well-meaning, friends who show them around their island. Right? Okay, I think overall, like, I'm happy with what we've done. I know it was a bit slow, but we've managed to do our basic track from West Owl Key all the way to West Owl Main Station to North Owl, which is actually quite a significant section of the track because this area is going to be like the really developed city area. This is the regional rail, as you can see here. Obviously, we'll have to do the metro lines and stuff as well, but generally speaking, this is going to be carrying like quite a bit of the load of this area eventually. So that's kind of cool. I think, okay, planning wise, right, this road obviously will keep going. Let's do the plan this way. Okay, this road will obviously keep going. I'm guessing it can go like this, maybe. I don't want to go all the way to the edge because I kind of want it to be where you can walk along like a boardwalk or pier. So that it's actually a nice place to see like things as you're walking along. So the main road can keep going this way. My thought process here is that because we have this as a pedestrian area, right? I want to make it so that let's use oh my gosh, there's so many like random things now. Where is it? Let's just use this as an example. Or like the larger ones, I guess. So, oh, that's not very large actually relative to the space that we have here. Right. So, pedestrian area that goes from like here and then keeps going, and it actually ends up along this area, and then this stretch can just be like all walking areas. And then I'm thinking, you know what we did here with the Cubby Heights where it's like low, medium, high? So it's same concept, right? So the places closest to the front can be low. Some of it obviously can be higher, right? Just so that there's variety. But it's so that we'll have like a terraced look for this area. Which, ultimately, this is gonna be the key, like, skyline view, right? Is that we have this area, this main area, and this side. So I want this side to look kind of fitting for where it will end up. Over here, we have a big mountain again. So this is probably gonna be like a nature reserve sort of thing. Similar to Cubby Cliffs. And if possible, if there's a way to connect them up, that would be cool. And then along this stretch here, this will eventually connect to the South Owl, right? Which is actually where the original cub, the original bear is. And this like little section of river lake thing, actually would be like a nice little district in itself. I can see this being like a nice lifestyle district if we actually do up this area nicely. There can be small little restaurants and things because it's a smaller scale area. We can have park connections that, where do we have bridges that, oh my gosh, where is everything these days? We can have connections that go like this almost to connect it up, so you can walk from this side over to this side, and then like nice fancy areas. I think it matches with the vibe of this as well. And then as it stretches on this side, you'll end up eventually at the West Owl Key, and this will be its own like tall building area, if you will. That leaves us with this whole stretch, which can be just for general purpose dense building, if you will, as well as potentially our health campus. So that's kind of cool. If I just bring in very quickly our map here, right? So ooh, I need actually, hold up, give me a moment. Let me save this map as a picture. And then like add this to our stream view. I need a way to compare it. Okay, save as downloads. Okay, then if I add this, like, oh, very large. Okay, so we have, that's West Owl, right? Which is what we've been working on. That is essentially this view. Okay. So, a bit hard to see and visualize, I know, but if we see the yellow, red, and brown line where it intersects, where there's like a little text that says Cubby Cliff Central. It's very small, I'm sorry, but it is essentially like, where are we? Here. Like this is that intersection. So planning wise, I might have to adjust a bit of the lines that we have. So we then also have, this is now gonna be the West Owl main station, right? So that's the top green square that we have, connecting down to West Owl Key, which is now here, right? So let me just do this. You see it? Yeah, it's, once you actually like get the shape, it makes a lot more sense. It's not a literal interpretation, like there's some scaling compensation to it. Because quite frankly, I do not know how to replicate a map one for one. But also it makes it easier to like visualize stuff. So we have West Owl Key connecting to West Owl main station. Those are the two green squares. In between it, there are supposed to be like a certain number of stations. And the more I look at it, I feel like the number of stations are wrong. So for example, like if we focus purely on the yellow line, right? So the yellow line goes from Cubby Cliff Central, which is here, through this section, which actually is where our like next neighborhoods might be. It goes downwards towards here, where my mouse is, and it's supposed to connect over to South Owl this way. So at the moment, that leaves us with quite a lot of gaps in between, which, sorry, I know this is very complicated, but this is literally what I do when I actually have to build in this game. Okay, so with metros, right, usually you would leave about 800 meters to 1 kilometer between stations. So we will need to have a station somewhere here. Oh, actually, that's kind of perfect. I'm gonna use a colored thing to represent this. So that is yellow, right? Yellow. The yellow line will have a stop somewhere here. Right? Oh my gosh. That's kind of funny. And then we keep going. So this could be a shared station between these two neighborhoods. Like we've got Cubby Plains and then what might be the health campus or another neighborhood. It keeps going in this direction. Our main station's there, right? Okay, yeah. In terms of distance, that makes sense. So another like 800 meters, it will be somewhere, let's say here. Like these are all just rough estimations, so we can just verify that our way of spacing makes sense. Okay, and then that makes sense because this station would serve like this entire immediate area. You would go downwards here through the mountain area to, let's just assume 800 meters. Okay, somewhere there. Like here, if you will. This one will be more specific and a lot more complicated because of the terrain around this. And then, is that correct? We might not be able to accommodate this. Oh no, okay, that's not a station. That's just the train line going past. And then the yellow line continues through Cubby Cliff, like the Bear area, to the next owl. That makes sense, I think. Pavement surface. Can I do lines? Continuous yellow line. Why not? How am I going to delete all of this is my question. Okay. So that would make sense. And then you go in this direction. So we got Cubby Cliff Central here, right? It turns to go... Okay, so there'll be a station somewhere here. I don't know whether I can do this for every line. I feel like it will get very messy. And then... Yeah, see, like, the upper section here, right? To the left of West Owl Central. Sorry, this is very difficult to show without a cursor on my screen. That bit where where the pink line and the yellow line connect, I think the spacing of the stations need a bit of work. It's not looking like what it looks like in the game. 700, 800 meters. So here would roughly be where a yellow line, where a yellow line would intersect with a pink/magenta line, in theory. And then the yellow line, actually, okay, no. The yellow line now makes a bit more sense. I feel like the distances, this is gonna be a short bit though. Like, there will be a stop here. I think just out of necessity. Because the development of the area... Ooh. Actually, I'm not sure. This might be a engineering challenge for whoever actually takes on the construction of our station for us. So it'll go like... We have a rough sense now of where the line goes, right? The yellow line kind of goes around through Cubby Cliff Central, goes this way, and then like there. The pink line actually goes... It interchanges here. And then... Okay, so Health Campus option A will have its station somewhere here. There we go. So it goes there, there. And the pink line actually does hit the West Isle main station. So I'm just gonna do like this for visualization purposes. It keeps going downwards through here, and it turns. It turns before hitting the yellow line again. So let's try and make sure that there's enough distance between the two. 600 meters. Okay, this area will be a bit squeezier in terms of the actual... like connections. But the idea is that it goes here, it turns here. That's quite a significant section that's not covered by train, but I guess it's also a mountain. So we have that. Okay, and then it keeps going. So at the same time, the blue line also does the same thing. Right? And the blue line actually does interchange with this yellow line. Love this planning. That's good, because I wasn't sure if this would be too much for people. So I'm glad you're enjoying it, Azzy, thank you. You've put more planning to this train layout than I have in my future. Oh yeah, my real life future is not this well planned either. It's just for the game, you know? Just for the game, why not? Okay, well, I mean, since we already started, let's just keep doing it for a few lines. Right, so the blue line then keeps going to intersect with... Oh, this area might be a bit weird to create a station for. Yeah, it's somewhere here. So, tentative location. I'm worried that the feasibility of it doesn't make sense. Blue meets purple. I've never actually done this like color blocking to represent where the stations are before. I feel like this is actually very good to visualize things. I used to do it I use circles and things to represent it, but you can't see the colors of it. So that was always the problem. And then West Isle Quay. Okay, blue line does not intersect with West Isle Quay station itself. It actually turns to here. Okay, so Cubby Cliff Valley, there will be like a station here. Oh, this should be blue. There we go. But purple, on the other hand, does intersect with West Isle Quay train station. There we go. It's a very weird train, like a connection thing. Because purple goes here, it goes up here, and then it goes back to intersect with the blue again. So like, it meets it here again. Yeah, I am allowed to change what my previous plans were. Because I'm not sure about that connection actually. The yellow line's like so close to it as well, but it's not gonna touch it, which I find odd. No, okay, wait, no, the purple line also goes through this section. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure about this. This seems like a very weird connection. So it goes like this way. It does a weird loop here, and then loops back for some reason. I think I did that because like otherwise none of the lines go past it. And it also means that it's not like making the blue line redundant, because otherwise 2 of the lines are going the same way. Purple, and then, okay, purple goes like towards this way, so that's fine. Where else does purple go? Purple is really just like the coastal line, actually. It goes this way. Here? I wonder if there should be a station here. Like, maybe. But it goes this way. Like, through the coast. And then it will intersect with... Okay, so pink. Pink is here. And then red... Red has a station at the West Isle main station. And then it goes this way somewhere. Okay, this one might have to have a more specific location in future. But red and purple. There we go. Okay, red, purple, and potentially brown, I think. And then purple keeps going. Oh my gosh, purple's just like getting all the attention. Azzy does need to go to bed. No worries, Azzy. Yes, please go to bed. You have a lovely stream to get to tomorrow as well. So thank you for being here the entire time. And have a good rest. I'll probably, like, once I do maybe 1 or 2 more of these lines, I would have to go for dinner as well anyway. So I don't think you'll miss too much. So yeah, just color blocking all the way. Okay, so purple goes up here, here. It can potentially do 1 more stop, although I think, based on this spacing now, I don't think it will happen. So we'll just, like, it goes up towards North Isle. Okay, and then yellow done, pink done, purple done. We have... is that orange or brown? I can't remember. I think that's brown. Okay, so let's do... oh, I don't have brown. Okay, let's count it as orange, I guess. Orange intersects with... oh, it's an interesting line again. It intersects with both the purple line and this line. I don't know how this is gonna work. I think this might have to be adjusted, because this turn is so dramatic, and you have to, like, cross a river. Okay, so it goes this way, goes up, and then back towards West Isle main station. I'm not sure about that now that I look at it. That doesn't make sense. It's a very big detour for no reason. Okay, we'll put it here for now. Orange. And then orange goes through on a diagonal at a slightly different orientation from red. What I'm seeing. So it seems like orange is going here, actually. Which makes sense, actually. That makes sense. Because you get a connection here, you get to go here, and then the red line's actually covering this side. We haven't put the red line for most of it. Orange. Oh yes, actually. So that, like, mountain line thing we were working on previously, it actually cuts through here. So there will be a station here that this line that we're working on now will intersect with. It will roughly be... I'm gonna say it's here, roughly. This will also help us decide which lines should be underground versus above ground. At the moment, the mountain line is above ground. But I haven't really thought through where everything else would be in terms of over or underground. Okay, and then... ooh, this is gonna be a... oh, actually, no, okay. Quite a bit of distance between these, actually. So... somewhere here will be orange and blue. That's very close, actually. Because the mountain line's now gonna be like 500 meters. Okay, this blue might have to move a bit. You're not gonna do the mountain one underground. It will cut through the mountain underground, but the rest of it will be elevated. Because my thought for that line is that it's the line that tourists will take. So I want them to be able to see everything. So, like, other than cutting through Cubby Cliff, right, like what we've done here, it will go through Cubby Cliff, but then it will stay above ground as it goes across the valley, so they get to see the valley. And then it turns, I think it stops somewhere here, with the option to keep going towards this set of mountains. So they get a view of everything. And then on this side, where did this line will keep going in this direction as well, through this mountain, to this small town. So then at least they get a view of the entire stretch, if it's above ground. At least that was my thinking. Emerald would be here. Okay, so West Owl Key will have Emerald as well. Complete area. Where is that blue? Okay, you will also be here. Oh. This is gonna be interesting to delete in the future once I actually need to remove them. And then... I'm gonna say here, roughly for now. This will be an intersection with the red line, apparently. Add a new node and complete area. Okay, and then that's actually... like, it will just continue on its own. Red line will also... this will be a doubling up for this area. Red line will go here. It will go... I think that's the last line we need to draw, the red line. Okay. Then... oh, actually, the blue line keeps going. It goes through Rattling Bog Valley. But it should have a stop. How far is the difference? 900. Okay, yeah, it should be this side. It will stop at the stadium/arena. So both the red line and the blue line. At the moment, location to be confirmed. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is so much better at visualizing the network, actually. We're doing this from now on. Okay, and then red keeps going through Cubby Cliff Central. We've already established that one. Through the Academy of Music. It will stop at the big box stores, I think. Well, I don't know where exactly yet, so we just put it here. Oh, wrong color. Wrong color. Replace with this. Okay. And then it turns to West Owl. Oh, actually, is that a very far distance? It is. It's 1 kilometer. Okay. That's quite a distance, but I feel like it's fine because there is nothing in between it. So then red line goes here, red line goes there. I think that's our entire network. Right? Just double check. Oh my gosh, this is such a good way of visualizing it. Okay, so we've got yellow, we've got orange. Okay. And based on... oh wait, actually no. There are 2 more blue stations we need to put. So... you just think it's so incredible that I can decode what you've drawn with how it is in the game. It makes... to me it's... because I see it based on the colors, and then you kind of have to visualize the line, the connection of it a bit, but it helps me to gauge the spread of the network as well. So it's like, if there's any particular area that looks like it's lacking a color, it means that there needs to be a station there. Is my thinking behind why this is working. Okay, blue. If we keep going this way... okay, blue can go somewhere here. So the Rattling Bog Valley might not have a station. It might be like here. And then you actually go across. Like this. And then... where was that last station? Okay, this station might be a tentative one. Tentative? Tentative? Tentative. Because I don't really know what the plans are for this area, to be honest. But yeah, okay, so let me save this as 6.5. There we go. Okay. So as we can see, this will be the entire metro spread for West Owl. Okay, I realized that there is one block missing. I don't have a color for it though. brown, dark orange. Okay, we'll use that as the... Okay, there will be a station here. Like, I already planned for that. This will be part of the mountain line, the last ones that we're doing. Mountain line will be here as well. Sorry, I keep saying like, oh, we're done, and then I keep going back to it, like, do more. Towards... Okay, it intersects with the blue line as well. Look at the train just going in the background, just casually running its service when no one's using it. And then West Isle Key will be here. Oh, too many nodes. Okay. There, officially. That is all the stations on this isle. Okay. So yeah, overall, I feel like we have a very good spread of like stations across the isle. It feels like there is no particular shortage of like, there's no blank spot that I feel. Cubby Cliff Central has its stations already, that's why I didn't color code them, like it's the part that it's already developed. And then anywhere that there are actually blank isle spots is because they're meant to be like the valleys. So we've got Cubby Cliff Valley, that bit doesn't really have a station. Rattling Bog Valley doesn't have the station. And there is a bit near the top, like the yellow and pink area, like here. There isn't really much happening here, and I think that this could either become just like a low-rise area or a park as well. So that should solve things. And where else? This area could do with more stations, I feel. Because this is actually the main like business district. So I don't know, we'll see what to do with this area. I would want more things to be here, but yep. Okay, so, but for now, I think that's a good way to represent all of our plans. So we'll come back to this and then like we'll at least have a sense of where things are gonna go. And we'll just work on one isle first, I feel. Like we can jump between isles, but like for now, just planning the West Isles network is good. And then as we expand, we can like do this again for the other isles. But I think on that note, it is time for dinner for me. It is 9:20 p.m. And I haven't had dinner. So thank you to everyone who's been here for our first stream back. It's been lovely getting to play a stable City Skylines 2 again. I look forward to the day that we can actually start placing down buildings, while being able to see what buildings we're placing down. But yeah, so our next stream is going to be on Saturday. It will be the same time as today's stream, but I haven't decided what game to play yet. So we will decide closer to the date. In the meantime, we have a few people streaming in the next few days. We have Sam, Azzy, and Granny doing their Ale and Tail Tavern collab thingy. Fight the trolls, basically. It'll be tomorrow morning for me, so feel free to check them out. We have Rai streaming, I don't know when, but she will stream at some point. She does, like, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays usually, so... Oh, and Fridays if Split Fiction is happening. Can't remember if that was confirmed. So if we could do just a casual... Having to double check everything for the last time. What? There we go. As well as... what was it? Oh, I can't activate it, I think. I don't think this works for me. Does it? No, it doesn't work for me. Okay, that has to change. We'll play it here. Test. There we go. Lovely! Okay, so yeah, more of that coming on our streams. I'll think how else to apply like sound effects to our commands. But yes, we're gonna wrap it up here. Have a good rest of your week, everyone. We'll see you on Saturday. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon.